Get rid of that. Get rid of it. So. Oop.
Hello, Twitch. Hi. Right. We're just doing some last. They can't see, Alicia. I haven't got this cameras captured yet. they still can't see you.
I know, that one was for you.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome. It's a present.
Really do appreciate that. Window capture. DM camera. Boop, boop, doop, boop, boop, doop. Capture the cursor. I got that stupid little song stuck, little music stuck in my head for this stupid thing.
I was watching an anime the other day, and it had the VC tune, and like for like transitions or something. And like every time I did it, I'd look at my screen like, is somebody calling me on VC? Like, there's only one person that has my VC number. It was super weird.
That sounds a little weird, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh. I don't know.
I did
Weird.
something stupid.
Accidentally shared screen.
Oh.
I was
like,
pressing buttons.
the fuck?
Still trying to figure out how to get your camera settings fixed, Lewis.
Yeah, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Because it's not full.
An audio camera setup, and then under device, you just choose which one.
Yeah, I think he's doing that. It's just not.
Yeah. There's one camera in there that's linked, but it's not working. So
You may have to
registering
restart your
Restart your computer.
I can do that.
or restart VC, or restart
Or
VC.
yeah, or log off VC and then log back into it.
I'm gonna do that. One more.
Alright. Now I have to wait to capture cameras. Because it shifted everything, all the cameras around.
All the cameras.
Yep. And I can't tell you about this until he comes back so he can pick a character. Yay! And I'll go over the premise of the game, or the premise of the setting, when he gets back, and, I think I saw him come back. There he is. Went ahead and tweeted this yet. Yay! Should probably do that, shouldn't I? I should probably.
Probably.
Twitch stuff. Going live. I don't think he has a.
Did we get him?
You don't-
Did we get it? Aw.
You don't have a Twitter, do you?
No.
Okay.
Damn, your camera didn't work.
And
That's
it's annoying.
It's okay.
Because, yeah, but I purposely went out to the shops and bought something for Halloween.
Aww.
It's a crappy, very plastic mug, like tankard glass, with like a red layer, so that when you look in, it looks like blood. It's the most Halloween thing I've bought, and the only Halloween thing I've bought in close to 25 years. And I'm 25. So, yeah, well,
Did you
doesn't
go
matter.
to? Are you located in the UK?
Indeed.
Did you go to MCM?
There.
Nope.
Sweet.
Guess how much it would have cost for me to go down to MCM? Just go
How much?
there. We're not.
With the train included,
Oh, just the train ticket.
just the train, I'd say probably a couple £100.
About 90 quid, yeah.
£90.
90 quid. The tickets were so much, I forgot. And I was saving up so I could actually have Red Dead and have some money this month.
Nice. Yeah, I'm waiting. I just got a new job, and I have to wait for the offer on Monday. And then my first paycheck won't hit until the end of November, so I'm waiting until then to get Red Dead.
I literally woke up at probably 6 in the morning to get ready to just go in town and pick it up.
I pre-ordered it and still haven't got it. And I haven't downloaded it yet.
Oh no. I've literally seen like streamers on Twitch.
Do what, Chris?
Did you get it, Chris?
Yeah, I was up at like 6 this morning and got in a couple hours of playtime, and there's literally just maybe you're on rails for an hour, and then after that it's just like, yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want now. So I've been literally like just riding around on my horse, like attempting to do something, and then I'll get completely sidetracked and do something completely
How
different.
many baths have you taken?
That was the very first thing I did, and I'm pretty sure you get an HJ when you're in there.
You don't. I've read up on it. This character literally, like, there's prostitutes everywhere, quite literally everywhere, but this character is just abstinent. You can't.
Is it abstinent?
Yeah. I mean, you live in a camp with other gang members where there's multiple, prostitutes there. You go into a town, there's prostitutes there, and if they position you, you can either decline them or reject them. So it's either say, no thank you, I'm not into that, or be gone, foul wench.
Yeah, during the getting a bath, you can have her like wash your legs and whatnot, and her hand is suspiciously under the water for quite a while.
Maybe you just have really dirty legs.
Maybe.
I mean,
Also, not sleeping with prostitutes does not inherently make you abstinent. You might just not have a thing for prostitutes.
You also might not want an
Oh,
STD.
yeah, true.
alright then. I won't go into spoilers for it then, but I think you're abstinent.
What is that? I've seen like streamers. They're like, yeah, I just finished playing Red Dead at 4 o'clock. I took a 3-hour nap. Now I'm playing it again. I'm like, jeez Louise. Is it that good that you just like a 3-hour
It is.
nap is all you need to keep playing?
Yeah, it is very good.
Yeah.
Nah, no thanks.
I care about 0 of the characters, but that does not make it bad.
Yeah.
Are you playing Alicia?
Yeah, I got it yesterday.
Oh, cool.
And
It's
then people
super
are
fucking
out there
pretty.
changing-
I will give it that. Cinematic
Is
mode
it?
is fucking great.
Oh,
okay.
that's awesome. I love that.
I've been doing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh my god, that game is so good.
Well, there's
I got a little AC'd out after Origins. I'll probably wait a while before I play Odyssey.
I haven't played Assassin's Creed since 3.
I believe you.
Back when it was released.
I
just want to play Black Flag.
Well, I never got to Black Flag.
Like so good.
Yeah, Black Flag is definitely my favorite one.
And
I've played Brotherhood on the PS3, and due to life generally getting in the way, I wasn't really able to buy any more like Assassin's Creed games. So I've literally skipped all these games and all this hatred and love for it.
I've been out of a job for about a month, and I've basically spent every day wake up, look for jobs, then play Witcher 3. Wake up, look for
Good
jobs,
job.
then play Witcher 3.
Good game.
As long as you're looking for jobs, man.
Yeah, yeah. I got one. I got basically a verbal agreement and reassured a second time on Friday, and told that I will get the official offer on Monday.
That is pretty cool. All right, so I want to go ahead and put
And
our faces and the non-face live.
You could just put like a meme.
No, it's just the VC logo. I'm just now advertising for VC. It's fine.
You should just put a Bane mask.
I didn't have anything prepped for that. I didn't expect a camera to not work. And then of course there's just one black square where the fifth player that is not joining us would have been. It's alright.
I've been tinkering with the settings and it's still not doing it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, man. All right, so you guys are in the Roll20 game.
Mhm.
So it is based on the 1980s horror genre premise. So you have your character list is the stereotypical individuals you might find in a 1980s horror movie. The athlete, the brainy kid, the cheerleader, the cool kid, the girl or guy next door, and the tough kid. So you guys can look at those and determine which one you want to be. And then we'll complete the character creation because there's only like one or two other things that you have to do to make the character yours other than name it.
Who wants to go first?
I have some ideas, but I'll let others decide or choose first.
I'll be the cool kid.
Alright, you can go ahead and open the sheet and change the name to whatever the cool kid's name is.
No, I'm interested in the athlete, just
You're
so I
interested
can
in
call
the-
him Chad.
Chad. Alright.
I've seen many films, many terrible horrors, and there's always a Chad.
Yes. Yes, there is. Chris, what were you going to do?
I'll do the brainy kid.
Okay. Then I will do...
Can someone give me a very American surname, for Chad?
Johnson.
Thank you. Chad Johnson.
Actually, Johnson
Chad
is one of the top 3 names in the state that you're actually going to be in.
Oh, nice.
See?
And you know, Chad Johnson is actually from a wealthy family, and he's disappointed his family by being athletic rather than being academic.
I will be the girl next door.
Okay. So let me go ahead and get some names up here.
Brainy kid is just Brian.
Yeah.
I named the cool kid Jim Halpert.
Well, Brian's better than some of the names that Brainy Kid's got in films, because it's always something really long, like Herbert or Donaldstein.
Cornelius.
All that, yeah.
Yeah, something like an old guy name.
Why is that so frackin' tiny? Whatever. You'll be fine. I'm setting up shit as we are going.
I can't promise an American accent. I'm terrible at
That's fine.
accents, and
You know, you can be the foreign exchange student.
oh, nice. Rugby player turned American football player.
The foreign exchange student called Chad Johnson. Okay.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
foreign from
That's a point.
That
Japan.
foreign exchange student.
Right, okay, how about this? His name was actually something
Well, no,
like
he-
a really posh English
James
name.
Johnson could still work. You could just say he's from Canada instead. You get all sort of accents up there. Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Like,
Sure.
you could say that he's just called Chad, like by others, and he keeps telling people that's not his name, but
Oh,
Well-
quotation mark Chad? Sure.
yeah. So he could be called
Chad.
Chester.
could
Mark-
be called
Mark Bennett.
Chester Barnabas the Third, but because he's come over, he's now Chad.
Chad.
Nice. Nice.
That's totally logic, you know.
Absolutely. I'm gonna laugh if it makes this name the right size. Or it fucks up mine. Nope, it didn't. Okay, good.
Brian, Chad, Jim, and Jane. Some generic ass American names for sure.
Okay, you want a Jane Howowitz?
I did. Jane Horowitz, correct.
Horror.
Alright.
Yep.
Because we're playing a horror game.
Nice. You know, if there's an evil German, they're going to be called Jane Horowitz.
What German? There are no Germans here.
Yeah, there's always an evil German scientist.
Played by a British person.
Oh yeah. We always get the villain roles. I don't know why.
You don't always get the villain roles, just most of the time.
Eh,
Alright.
Yeah, that's most of the time.
Add another text. Everybody gets to watch me jack up names. Yay! Chris, which one are you? Jim?
Ryan.
Ryan? Brian? Okay. Brian Westfield. You'll have to remind me what your stereotypes were throughout the game. Okay, one more. Yeah. Down there. There we go. And lock that in place. And Jeff, which one are you?
I am Jim Halpert, the cool kid.
The cool kid. Instead of going by James, you go by Jim?
Yeah, it's an Office reference.
Alright. Jim Halpert. And how do you want your name to appear above your head, Otis, Travis, whatever your name is?
Otis will do.
Otis.
I go by.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I go by on those things.
Okay. Oh, balls. We're just gonna get rid of that one because I fucked it up. And Everybody got to see it on stream. There we go. Why does that look smaller? It apparently is not. That's just fucking weird. It looks smaller and lower than the other ones.
Are you looking at it in a car mirror?
No, I really don't give a shit. And you're Chad Johnson. All right, Chad. Alrighty. So, let me lock that in place. Bring this up. Oh, I can actually make this smaller now. Bears beats Battlestar. What? What am I missing? Okay. So, you got your alter egos picked. So to complete the character creation on them. 80s horror. You get to
Back in a
pick
sec.
a different. Sure. Okay. So to complete your character, to make it your own, more so, you get to choose one additional skill to be proficient in, with some justification as to why that character is proficient in it.
Do what?
You can choose another skill to be proficient in. With some justification as to why. And the Brainy Kid already started with proficiency in computers, except it's in your tools.
Where's that on the sheets? And
And the person who took the Brainy Kid gets to be proficient in 2 other skills, as well as this one skill. So you get to choose 3 skills.
where do we find the
Is it
list
cool?
of skills?
Where do what?
Where do we find the list of skills?
It's just skills on the sheet.
It's like acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
all but Arcana.
So for that one, since
Yeah.
I'm the Brainy Kid, Tonya, I can choose 2 of them.
You can choose up to 3. You can choose one. You can choose up to 3, but 2 of them you can opt to do tools instead of skills.
Okay.
I'm going with persuasion, Tanya,
Okay.
because he's the cool kid. He's, charismatic, convincing.
Fair.
So
Also,
go
if
with
you look
those
at your
two.
bio section, there's a variant that you can opt to go with instead of. So the cool kid is the class clown. The girl next boy, or the
okay,
girl,
so I could be.
the girl next boy, the girl next door could be the scout. The athlete is the ROTC
girl next boy.
kid. Yeah. The brainy kid is the goth kid. You can opt to do that, or you could not. It's up to you.
I think intimidation would be a good one for Mr. Athlete.
Okay.
Do I put that onto expertise?
For yours, just click on the checkbox next to. No, just go back to core and click on the checkbox next to
Shit.
next to the skill you're gonna take.
Oh.
Question mark.
I think I'll be the class.
Yeah, I was doing. Sorry, an idiot. Yeah, intimidation. It seems like the best idea ever.
All right, Alicia.
Are we college?
High school.
High school horror tropes. Okay. Then I will say medicine because I help the nurse in the nurse's office.
Okay.
That's my school aid.
Okay.
I will be the class clown.
Variant ROTC. What's that?
So that is a variant for the athlete. You can choose to do ROTC, in which case survival replaces athletics, and your unarmed strike does a D4 plus your strength rather than just 1. And your
What does
movement drops
ROTC
down to
stand
30.
for? Yeah. What does ROTC stand for?
It's a military thing. It's a
Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just an enlisted.
Pretty much, you can do
schlub.
ROTC from. You can do ROTC from
High school all the way through.
like middle school all the way through college.
High school. They
Actually, I
started
think
freshman
some
No,
year.
they have it in
schools-
college too.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you can start it freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't do
In
seventh graders.
Jacksonville, North Carolina, we had a thing called Young Marines, which you could start in middle school.
That's different.
Yeah.
So most kids that were in Young Marines ended up going into ROTC as well. Was the thing. So it was basically similar for me.
Otis, are you going to do the ROTC thing or?
Does sound interesting, but I don't think I know enough about it to do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
It's
stick with that.
it's basically just if you've ever it's like basic training, but not quite because you're still a civilian and they don't treat you like shit.
Well, I don't know much about it, so I'm leaving it. Don't want to be
Okay.
misrepresenting.
Okay. So Chris, what were you going with?
I am going with, as the Brainy Kid, I am proficient in 2 additional skills or tools. So my
Yep.
first generic one is going to be investigation.
Okay.
Because he would probably just want to find out as much as he can. And the 2 additional ones are going to be history, because he is a book nerd, and persuasion, because he knows a lot of big words.
Okay.
Counter suggestion: if you know lots of big words, wouldn't that confuse people?
Yeah, wouldn't that be like deception?
No.
Or
They don't know whether you're lying or not. They have to take you at your word. Trust me, I know this from experience.
True.
there's a skill in another game I play called Blather, where it's basically just making shit up and making people think you know what you're saying.
Okay, so Jeff, you said you were gonna go with class clown or no?
Yes, I'm going class clown.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Jim. So you would.
So
you would replace deception.
I got rid of the
with performance, which you
deception.
did. Yep. And
Yep.
then you get to add the punchline to your traits and features.
Yep.
All right. I think that is everybody. Yes. We're good.
Yep, as far as
I
I can.
believe so.
No.
Sweet. Okay, so
I am still listening. I'm just stepping away.
yeah, welcome to the 1980s, guys. There are no fucking cell phones.
And Metallica is being made in 2 years.
So you guys, it is nearing Halloween, and for whatever reason, you and several of your classmates have been invited and or persuaded by your parents or forced by your parents to go on a school class trip over Halloween. For whatever reason, you were caught doing something you weren't supposed to be doing. Some of you may have been playing D&D and the satanic panic is high. But you're on a class trip. You are in Wisconsin. And the local church, in conjunction with the school, has decided to take some of the troubled teens up to a little campground near Turtle Lake, which is located not too far from Milwaukee. So you are being bussed off to Turtle Lake. What would you guys like to do? It's early as fuck in the morning. The leaves are crisp and crunched beneath your feet. It is unusually chilly this particular year. There's been a little dusting of snow that throughout the day has melted. But what would you guys like to do? You're about to load up on this bus, this group of 4 and about 12 other students, along with
our bags.
You've been told to pack a couple days worth of clothing, to bring some quote unquote healthy snacks. There is you recognize the principal, Mr. Anderson. He's going with. One of your science teachers, Mr. Phelps, is going with as well. And a few other individuals around the school that you've seen. There's one of the lunch ladies is going, presumably to prepare your meals for the days that you're going to be gone.
Are our bags being searched?
Yes, they are.
I'm going to try and hide my cherry bombs and firecrackers and stink bombs on my person as carefully as possible, so they don't find them in my bags.
All right.
As athlete Chad Johnson, do I have any illegal goods on my person?
Would I mean, it's 1980s. Drinking wasn't unusual in Wisconsin for minors. Whether you raided your parents' liquor cabinet or just went down to a 7-Eleven and picked up a 12-pack.
Yeah, if you allow me, I will say I've got some form of beer and a lighter. Because lighters, I don't know.
All right.
Everyone seems to have one in there.
Since you're not familiar with the U.S. in the 1980s, I will let the slide that you have one of those white styrofoam fishing coolers.
Oh,
it's not even a nice look. It's just basically white styrofoam.
Very nice. Very classy.
No cell phones. Let the horror begin. That's right, Bug. So you guys, you guys are being searched as you're getting on the bus.
Question: is it a male person searching us?
Yes, it is the principal, Mr. Anderson.
Well, he's not allowed to go on my purse.
Right.
Or he's a pervert.
This is my
Do
thinking.
you say that to him?
I do not say that explicitly. I would just very closely just like, oh, it's just some womanly things. Nothing you'd want to see.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I'm going to find Brian, otherwise known as Brainy Kid, and because he's a brainy kid, he isn't going to get searched. Because he isn't going to get searched, he's a smart kid. I'm going to try and convince him to carry my illicit goods.
My bag is already filled of all of the medications that I have to take. There's my allergy medication for car sickness. There's my inhaler.
Yes.
Well,
As
now
he pushes his glasses up.
yes.
Oh, oh,
I don't have any room.
oh, okay. Oh, I've got an even better plan. As Principal Anderson is approaching, I'm going to pull out a beer and pass it to him. Very sneakily, and then get on the bus as a bribe.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's logical, I think. He's not a smart person, this will either go incredibly well or incredibly bad. Let's see.
Alright.
Let's go with bad.
So Chad is one of the first ones to step up to be searched out of the four of you. And Mr. Anderson is about to ask what's in the cooler, Chad? Come on.
I'm just going to open it slightly and say, I don't know, maybe something for you?
How many do you have?
How many can I buy? Well, okay, how many's in the pack, normally?
Well, so in the U.S. you can buy 6-packs, which is usually got the plain plastic rings.
Son of
there
a
are
whore.
12 packs, which come
Fucking
in
skunk Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay. There are no
I have
Pokemon
so
1980.
We can hear you, Alicia.
I thought I had muted. I'm sorry.
You can get a 12-pack that comes in like a cardboard container.
6-pack for now.
6-pack for now. All right.
Yeah.
He glances in the 6-pack or in the cooler. You got a real thin layer of ice in there. You probably got some chips and shit in there too, some Cheetos and whatnot.
Yeah.
He glances in, and are you gonna like hand him one or?
It's not handing him, it's more like, have a look and see if you want one of these at a time when it is less obvious.
Make a persuasion check.
Neat. Persuasion. I should have gone for that, but whatever. No.
Okay. He glances in and gingerly reaches into your cooler, takes the 6-pack out and places it off to the side with the other contraband that he has confiscated from previous students.
I will mither incessantly as I get on the bus.
Do I see this happen?
You do see this happen, because you are next in line.
Are there other teachers?
Yep, Mr. Phelps, one of the science teachers, is there. There's a couple other teachers floating around that you're not familiar with. They probably teach classes you're not in, or maybe teach other grades.
Ooh.
There's also a couple of representatives from the church that you may or may not know, depending on whether or not you go to church.
Oh, I don't go to church. Well, my mom makes me go to church, but I don't pay attention.
You don't pay
I
attention.
don't pay attention.
Then the only person.
Yeah, my mom makes me, but
The only person you probably recognize is Reverend Vincent. Then.
okay. Who's behind me?
Who's behind you? That would
Yeah,
be that'd be Jane.
Jane. Okay. While this is going on with Chad, and I see this, I like lean back to Jane and I'm like, "Hey, do you want to help me get that beer?"
What? But we're not supposed to have that on the bus.
Yeah, but don't you want it?
We're underage. We can't drink.
Oh, it's only 6 beers. It's not gonna be that bad.
Make a perception check. Both
Who?
of you.
Okay. We're whispering.
I know. Do some stage whispering though, so your mics can pick it up a little better.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
11 and 12.
11 and 12.
There's more than 6 beers sitting in that contraband pile.
Okay.
There's probably about 18 to 20, and what looks like a fifth of something dark.
Okay. I asked
That
her,
you
I'm
can
like,
see.
can you make a distraction? I don't know, have cramps or whatever happens to you girls.
What? No. I am not being
Please, come on,
No,
come on.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm too busy
get-
having cramps.
Get Brian's attention then.
I say, hi, Mr. Anderson, and then walk onto the bus.
Mr. Anderson does stop you for a moment, and asks to look in your bag, and he takes a quick just glance, and lets you right on. All your
All right,
meds.
and I sit in the bus and I pull out
As Brian,
Geographic and start reading.
You what now?
Pull out a National Geographic and start reading.
Of course you read National Geographic.
as Brian barges his kind of way or just pushes his way forward, can I subtly throw a firecracker to distract the teachers and attempt to sleight of hand that fifth of dark stuff?
Make a sleight of hand check to stealthily light and throw a firecracker.
Okay. Fuck.
Alright. 13. What's their passive?
Oh, shit. Please have shit wisdom. Please have shit wisdom.
13. You as you're turned back talking to Jane, you cup just a small little firecracker. You take one off of the group and stealthily light it and quickly chuck it off the side. And you're Mr. Anderson, Mr. Phelps, and Reverend Vincent all kind of quickly whip their heads in the direction. Make a sleight of hand to see if you can get the fifth.
Yeah, I go down to tie my shoe near it and have my bag down that way, and then try and scoop it up into my bag real quick. Fuck!
Oh no. Oh no.
You're down to tying your shoe and you reach over to grab that fifth of whatever it is. And now that you're closer to it, it's a fifth of rum.
Ooh.
And you go to pick it up, and ding, 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 as the glass is tinking against other glass containers. Mr. Anderson turns back and looks at you and says, "Now, James.
I look up at him with a cheeky grin.
Mr. Halbert,
Yes.
get on the bus." And he kind of
All right.
not forcibly shoves you onto the bus, but gets you up the steps and doesn't check your bag.
Okay. Cool. I had more contraband in there, kind of buried underneath my clothes, but I was trying to at least have a supply on me in case they did find it.
And Jane's up next.
Okay. She'll just kind of be like, you don't want to see it's just some stuff for on flow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
Did you have any contraband?
Of course she did.
Damn it.
You guys,
It'll be a boring trip.
Yeah.
I should have used
You
that
guys
excuse.
you guys are all piled onto the bus. There's a couple cheerleaders on the bus with you and a few other individuals that you recognize from class. You've seen them around. A few of them have a few of them are from more affluent families, so they have their Walkman, listening to whatever it is they're listening to.
Oh no, not the Walkman.
The Walkman, yes.
How many tank tops do I have as an athlete? I presume I am wearing a
Probably
tank
all
top.
you have, with the exception of it's nearly winter, so you probably have the tank tops underneath, like some Henley shirt or your Letterman's jacket or something.
Let me look up what Henley is, and then I know what a Lemon is.
It's a Henley is a thermal with some buttons on it.
Oh, I know what that is, yeah. Alright. Just needed to get that important question answered.
Okay. You all are you're all piled onto the bus, and the bus ride is pretty uneventful. You are toted out to the middle of frickin' nowhere, Turtle Lake, Wisconsin. And you arrive at what looks like a summer camp. Aptly named, there is a lake. And there are a number of there's a number of cabins available. As a matter of fact, there are 4 distinct cabins that you will be staying in. 2 male cabins, 2 female cabins. They're all about 100 yards apart, not apart, but like total length between them, with a gravel path outside of them, and then across from the gravel path there is what looks like an athletics field. At either end there's like some soccer goals and some other shit going on in that, and then there's a couple other cabins further down the path towards like what we consider the office area. And everybody make a perception check for me real quick.
Is this to look for turtles?
No, this is just
Okay.
this is like at the beginning of the trip.
I should have taken
Jim.
like sleight of hand instead of perception. Yeah.
Jim,
Chad is not rolling well.
all that contraband still ended up on the bus.
Yeah, I've been eyeing it. I've been trying in. I don't know if you've seen it.
You didn't see shit.
Okay.
Chad didn't
Where
see
did it-
shit.
Where did it end up at?
It's like in the front seat, and it's in a box. They boxed it up and closed the boxes and like taped them. And Anderson's guarding them pretty good.
Okay. I will seat myself. Where did Brian sit?
Brian would sit quite close to the driver up front.
So close to Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Okay. I will sit next to Brian. And I will
You in trouble.
I will just pull out a pad and start drawing one of my comics that I draw.
Okay.
And it's the look. It's the drawing is actually Brian stealing the contraband.
All right. Do you glance over
So
at Brian at all?
that's what
Yes.
I kind of.
Glance over.
Well, does Jim glance over at Brian at all?
Yeah. Like as
Yeah,
I'm drawing, I
what-
keep kind of give darting
What
looks
Nat
at
Geo
Brian.
are you reading?
Is it the one with Biggs in it?
Mystery what?
Mysteries of Ancient Egypt.
Okay, so not like the African tribes one.
That's what I got in trouble for. We'll get to that later.
Oh, I
Alright.
know what. Yeah, I know that one.
So you guys,
So.
Brian, make a perception check for me. You have no idea what Jim is doing next to you, what he's doodling in that little pad. You are pretty focused on the ancient mysteries of Egypt.
Okay.
I also brought a small, essentially Swiss Army knife with me.
Okay. Okay.
So, I'll kind of, are we on our way?
Yeah, you're on the bus.
Okay. Is the bus currently just on regular highways?
You're on back roads.
On back roads, so it's bumpy.
Yeah. Yeah. You, everybody, you're pretty far into the trip at this point. Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Let's see if anybody is up on their lore.
Perception check.
God damn, nobody fucking notices.
Oh, that's the highest I've rolled today.
You're pretty oblivious. You have no idea what road you're on, what road you're passing. Nothing. And then you arrive at Camp Turtle Lake.
I'm guessing we went on the highway where those kids disappeared.
Before we arrive, I'm definitely gonna nudge Brian, and I'm gonna show him this doodle of him using the pocket knife to open the box and slip out a bottle. And I will say, you do this. I'll whisper, and I'll lean over and whisper, you do this, and I will distract Mr. Anderson.
Make a stealth check.
To see if we're talking quiet enough.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright. Mr. Anderson doesn't turn around.
Brian, are you gonna do it?
First of all, there's only 4 fingers on that hand. There's no thumb.
This is what you use your nat 20 for?
Wow.
This?
But I think I know what you're saying. I've never had beer before. But I think I can get some.
Okay. I will pass you my pocket knife.
Okay.
And basically, when I go to talk to Mr. Anderson, that's when you go and do it. So I will tap Mr. Anderson on the shoulder so he's and kind of lean out so he's definitely looking away and his peripheral vision is not aimed towards what Brian is doing. And he'll be like, Mr. Anderson, come on! Do I really have to serve detention again? It was just a little prank.
Make a sleight of hand check for Brian. Jesus! Now Chris is rolling high.
Bloody hell.
All right. There's several boxes. In the seat next to Mr. Anderson, you just open up the top one. In the top box there is what appears to be a bag of oregano.
Okay.
Brian didn't know.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah,
Bag
sure.
of oregano and a wrist rocket.
I will take both.
Okay.
Is there also some parsley in there? Or maybe some thyme? Some purple thyme?
This oregano does sure smell very potent. Must be fresh.
Are we us to seeing them like be sneaking suspicious like about
No,
this?
nobody else is seeing this. Not with the 20 or not with the 19 roll.
Alright. Fair enough.
So yeah, Brian.
You just see me making a commotion with Mr. Anderson like I normally do.
A very loud commotion about something about a prank and whatnot. So yeah, you grab what appears to be the baggie of oregano and the wrist rocket and stash it in your bag.
Okay.
The bus comes to a stop in a gravel parking lot. I'll go ahead and describe this one more time because I didn't do a great job last time. Actually, I might even draw a little map for you, just for shiggles.
Nope.
Take that out to 50%. So we got.
Would it be silly for me to do a perception check when we get there to look for turtles?
In October, yes.
Okay. Because I don't know how turtles hibernate or molt, whatever turtles do.
So October, you're stuck at this camp over Halloween weekend is what it is. And end of October in Wisconsin, you can reach temperatures below freezing at night, depending on what type of year it is. And the average high is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Give me a
Give or
second.
take. Alright, so we will start at the bottom of the map. And let's go draw freehand.
And since this does take place in Wisconsin, Tanya, I assume that Turtle Lake actually does exist.
It does exist.
Did you go there when you were a kid for school?
No, it's on the other side of the state from me when I was a kid. But
Oh, that's-
it is near a very lore-filled location.
Is it the lake from Jason?
No, that was
No,
upstate
that's
New York.
Crystal Lake. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Camp Crystal Lake. Alright, so you guys... Little access road. Parking lot. Access road.
Yeah.
School bus. Yeah, this is not going to be great, guys. Sorry. And then, as you're following off the school bus, there is, like, the, Jesus Christ, I cannot draw straight. There is the building, where, like, the offices are.
There's a polygon tool in this, so you can do a line.
Yeah. Nobody else is going to see this except for you guys. I don't have another scene for this, for people to see it, because I don't have any combat maps. So it's just going to be theater of the mind.
Fair enough.
So you guys are piled off the bus, and the contraband is taken away and put in this building that houses what appears to be like the offices, front office type thing.
I am keeping an eye on that one.
Okay, all right.
Because I want my booze back.
Yep, and then you as the students are escorted down to a set of 4 cabins. Oh my Jesus Christ, Tanya. Yeah, let's do that polygon tool. Let's do that draw shape. Cabin number 1. Cabin number 2. Cabin number 3. They are not the different sizes, they're all the same size. And then across from them is a large athletics field. This is not located in this is not accurate representation of distance. You're probably about a football field to a football field and a half away. So about 200 yards from the office, give or take.
Right.
Down a gravel path that winds through some not necessarily wooded areas, but areas that have prominent tree growth. On the other side of the athletics field, you can see the lake. It's not a large lake by any means, but it is a lake. And then about 50 yards or so towards the office, there are some more cabins that, as you're walking by, you can see above the doors that they say counselors. Mr. Anderson points out that he and the other chaperones will be staying in said cabins. What would you guys like to do? It's probably about lunchtime at this point. So as you're taking to your cabins, the lunch lady who is with you has a like one of those milk carton plastic carries with her, chock full of paper bags as your bag lunch for the day.
Oh yay, bag lunch.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if these meals are renowned for being delicious or
They're
grainish.
not.
Okay.
The traditional bag lunch for students back in the 1980s was some sort of meat sandwich, usually bologna,
Ham and cheese or something.
ham and cheese, bologna.
I believe it's pronounced Bologna. There's a na at the end of it.
Oh.
Bologna, like white Wonder bread, like the super squishy bread. American cheese that doesn't really melt.
Oh god, that stuff is horrible.
Yeah. Oh man. And then like some plain old classic Lay's chips. They weren't called classic then. I think they're just called plain.
I will look upon this meal with the horror of 1,000 stares as I envision eating that for the entire of this trip, and then resist the urge to weep and bury my soul and body in the lake. I'm dramatic.
Okay.
So you guys are left to your cabins. Reverend Vincent and Mr. Anderson don't stick around right away, but they do come back later. What would you like to do during your somewhat alone time?
First up, put some hot sauce on the sandwich, because bland!
Locate
You're just carrying a bottle of hot sauce with you?
Yes.
That's what was in the purse.
contraband.
Yes?
Mind you, I'm not to talk. I've got garlic sauce in my room.
Are me, Brian, and Chad all in the same cabin?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's probably the cabins are large enough to accommodate about a dozen people. And all in all, it was a pretty even split girl boy. So girls one cabin, boys another cabin. They stuck a cabin between, like they stuck two cabins between you guys. So boys are on one far end and girls on the other far end.
And chaperones in the middle.
No, they're off in like the counselor cabins.
I'm gonna start.
So I will.
So the cabin in the middle is like empty, basically?
The two cabins in the middle are empty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going there for some alone time then. Screw being with everybody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the cool kid and start conspiring to take back my drink.
Okay. What do
We
you
just go-
guys talk about?
Wait, I'm trying to remember his name. Was it Jim?
Yep.
Yes, it's Jim.
I'm gonna say, Jim, let's be serious. The fact that we're here for an infinite amount of days has terrified me beyond belief, and there is only one way that I can survive, And it's like, that is if I've my beer. And I need you to help me get back some beer.
Well, Jim, let's go. Let's go talk to Brian. He liberated some things from those contraband boxes, and I'm gonna see what he got.
Oh, he says, not trying to be George Takei.
Oh my.
Brian. Is Brian still reading his National Geographics, or?
No. Right now, he is furiously blowing his nose because of his allergies.
Gotcha.
I thought that sentence was going to end.
I'm using gin as a human shield for this disease.
So I walked up and I'm like, Brian, could you take a second to stop doing that?
Oh, sure.
What did you get out of the box? What'd you get out of the box, man?
I didn't see any beer in the box. I did get this. So it was a wrist rocket.
A wrist rocket, yes, the slingshot, yeah.
And in this bag of oregano. I don't know why someone would try to sneak that out.
Wait a second.
That is not oregano.
No!
That is a grapevine.
That?
Yes, that's sage, which we can use. Right, Jim? Sage! Furiously winking.
Sure, sage. I hear there's evil spirits out of this lake.
What? Really? What?
What? You didn't know? Kids have gone missing here many times. The fact that we're here is amazing. I'm bullshitting. I'm lying out my ass in this.
I like to think that Chad will believe this. So I'm gonna
he'll just like be like, okay. He
Like,
won't try and make a insight check at all.
I get the feeling he's gonna be like, shut up, Jim. While internally he's going, what if there is dead bodies here?
But, so Brian, would you be up for another caper?
Yeah. Anything to get me out of this dusty cabin. I'm pretty sure I got tetanus.
Yes.
Oh, good.
We should go scout out the office that they put the contraband in, and then wait till nightfall to make our move.
That's right. We should do that. I'm
But
bored of
don't
waiting already.
tell Jane. Don't tell Jane. She's a bit of a goody
Girl
two-shoes.
next door.
No, she wanted to help me try and get the liquor. She didn't snitch, but she wanted help.
To be honest, you didn't do a peer pressure check, so... Sorry, I've been holding on to that one for ages.
No worries.
Okay.
So, we all go scout the office?
I was gonna say, when do you want to go scout the office? What time of day?
I guess now just kind of like make it look like we're just exploring the camp, but in reality we're just kind of looking for entrances and windows and
Yeah,
Okay,
and you said there was a football pitch.
if there's a
so-
lock or something.
There's a what there now, Otis?
Did you say there was a football pitch? Somewhere?
Yeah, there's a field across from your cabins, roughly the size of a football field.
Wait, clarification. My football or your football?
Both. There are soccer goals at the far end, so it could be used for either.
Alright. Well, if we need an excuse, I am forcibly making the weak nerd play a sport for my amusement while we go.
Do you actually literally say that?
Well, there's more people in the cabin besides us, correct?
Yeah, I'm not going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that out loud.
There's
I might
about-
whisper it.
There's about 8 to 10 guys, and about 6 to 8 girls that were on this trip.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper to them like, if anyone asks, I'm forcing you to do sports because you are weak and puny.
Since Jim had mentioned scoping out the counselor's cabin, I am going to produce from my bag my notebook on native birds of Wisconsin, as well as a pair of binoculars.
Out of character, I'm actually really in love with that idea.
And, I can write down notes and anything that we can perhaps use for later knowledge.
Is the contraband in the counselor cabin?
No. They stuck it in the what was
It's in
considered
the-
the office area, yeah.
Okay, we're going to the office area, Chris.
Okay.
Off there.
But it works the same. It works
So
the same.
basically back towards the bus.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Okay.
could Jane get a perception check? Because she was exploring the other cabins because nothing
Yeah.
better to do.
You can get a perception check, indeed.
Okay.
Is it alright if I draw a stick man so I know so I can say where I'm at?
You're about to go to a different map anyways.
Okay.
Are you three trying to be stealthy?
No, we're trying to be nonchalant.
I'm very, very loudly explaining to Jim the difference between various birds that we are walking past.
Dude, yeah.
And-
Jane totally sees this happening.
Chad's probably got like a soccer ball or a football or something that he's just kind of like we're tossing between each other, something like that.
Or
Okay.
kicking it, Brian.
Or kicking it, yeah.
Or passing it. You know, well, it's more like the hit out of American football, so American football passing or something.
Yeah. Just to kind of look inconspicuous, but
Okay.
we're obviously looking for information.
Alright, so you guys are
You know how
walking
kids
back.
do.
You're walking back down this path. Probably cutting through some of the wooded areas. It's not like you're not stuck in the middle of a forest. There are trees, but it's not like you're in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the
There-
campsite,
there's
you are in
some
the
sparse
woods,
displacement.
but in the campsite itself, the trees are not holy shit. So you guys are walking down the path, cutting off a little bit. Brian's pointing out some random bird sitting on a branch, very loudly towards Chad. Jane, are you joining them, or are you kind of following behind?
I'm kind of following behind. Gotta like internally, what are these chuckleheads up to?
Okay. So as you guys get to the point in the path where the counselors' cabins are, you see Mr. Phelps exit one of the cabins, and Brian would probably recognize Mr. Phelps on sight. He's probably taken a lot of science classes. Mr. Phelps is who's considered the cool teacher. He's got the mullet going.
Because mullets are cool.
They were in the 80s
In
apparently,
1980s, they were. Yep. That and big hair.
but not like. Yeah, he's got a mullet going. He's a little heavy set. has what looks like dirt on his upper lip, but on closer inspection, it would be a mustache. And yeah, he's the cool teacher because like last year's senior class made a catapult and flung watermelons on the football field during the winter break. So he steps out and kind of gives you guys a nod, like, Brian, where are you off to?
I am just showing Jim some of the cool birds that nest around the lake.
The lake over there, and he points in the opposite direction in which you're going.
Oh, right. Is it that way? We must have gotten turned around.
Well, Mr. Phelps, you know, there's the waterfowl, and then there are also the birds that nest in trees. So we were looking at those first.
They are commonly called tree birds.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Chad, I think you need to listen in your zoology class a little more.
Zoology. Yes. I know what that means.
And he just kind of lets you go on your way, but keeps an eye on you as you're walking down the trail.
We're just walking, man. We're just walking and looking. That's all we're doing.
All right. Couple minutes later, you get closer to the parking lot and the building, the office building that you saw the contract man get put in. What would you guys like to do?
Do we see any of the teachers or anybody around?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
13. And a 16. Alright.
Ooh.
And an 18.
He's got them binoculars.
Jane gonna join in on that? Jane's watching the dudes, trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. Yeah, you three. There are some adults around. You see Reverend Vincent, going in one of the doors that you can see on his office building. What you can see is the side facing the parking lot has 2 large windows and a large set of double doors, almost barn door style. And then the side that you can see that doesn't face the access road, from your vantage point on the trail, you can see another door on the side of the building that Reverend Vincent is using, and he's opening it up. Brian and Chad, you make note that he kind of glances over his shoulder before entering, and closes the door behind him. What would you guys like to do?
I want to know what that look behind my shoulder is like. Is he? I want to get a reading on him, like insight on him. Like, is he being?
Make an insight check. Alright,
oh, nice.
From this distance, it's not real easy to see why he's looking over his shoulder. Maybe he's expecting somebody. Maybe he's going where he's not supposed to. It's hard to tell.
Is there a window around the back of the building that's like facing away from the rest of the camp area?
You can't see the back of the building from your current vantage point. Do you guys want to try and sneak around the backside?
Yeah.
Or try this bird watching thing around the backside?
Oh! I'm gonna say to Jim, go long, but I'm gonna purposely throw the ball far too far around the building so that we have to run over and get it.
Oh, genius.
Okay.
That's very smart. Yes. I like it.
Yeah, that's
So,
my one smart idea, I guess.
Catching on. I definitely like run to oh, I got it, and then it goes over the building, and I'm like, I'll get it.
Make a strength check, Chad.
Huzzah! Wait, could I not make that in athletics?
Yeah, you can make an athletics, yeah.
Huzzah! Athletics.
Oh.
Oh, bizarre.
You attempt to overthrow, but you throw it directly to Jim before he reaches the far side of the building. Your football training has kicked in, and you're not trying to fuck up.
Yeah.
Shit.
I say.
I just throw it over the back of my head over the building.
Damn it, Brian.
Okay.
I'm blaming Brian. I'm blaming
I'm like, why
Brian.
Brian? Brian didn't do anything.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm used to blaming him.
So I just throw it over the back of the building.
Okay. You make your way
I
back
go
there
to
to
retrieve
retrieve
it.
the football on the back of the building.
Yeah. Do you
there
see any windows?
There are two windows.
I want to kind of like sneak under and kind of peek in.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Fuck.
You
Look at all those side nat 20s, those secondary nat 20s
No.
that we've rolled.
I know, it's so nice to see that you're failing.
Oh.
You nonchalantly walk up to the building thinking you're being stealthy AF.
Can I
And
do the
you're
same
like,
as well?
you're like pulling out, like, you've seen James Bond. You know how to do this. You like press yourself against the side of the building. Like, you're like, dun, 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 dun. You got the music going in your head. And you slide along the building, your belt buckle scrape as you slide along it.
Right. Well, he's doing a bad rendition of James Bond. I'm going to try and do it, but with the Pink Panther theme tune instead.
Hold on.
Okay.
Jim, you like saddle up along the side of the building and get to the window, and you're like not peeking, you're like full face on the window. You can see Reverend Vincent.
Okay.
In an office. It is not a very big office. There's a desk, and he has his back to the window.
Okay.
So you can't see what he's doing. There is a large tome, a large book of some sort, opened on his desk, and he is bent over that particular book, and then scribbling notes.
Do I see the contraband box?
Make a perception check.
Fucking A.
He is scribbling notes on a separate pad of paper, and about this time you realized this window sill is dusty as fuck, and you sneeze. As you realize, oh shit, Reverend Vincent turns and catches a glimpse of, what color's your hair?
My hair would be probably like dark brown.
Okay, catches a glimpse of something dark brown.
Okay. I will like duck down, scoot under all the windows, and like go after the ball. Thinking
Okay.
I've just been caught, and now I'm gonna try and play it off.
Okay, all right. And then Otis, you said Chad was doing what now? Sorry.
I was going to try and sneak past him, but he's kind of, like, sneak along with him, but he's kind of fucked it at this point.
He fucked that up.
But this is a good distraction. So, while he's going for the ball to kind of sneak away as an excuse, I'm going to try and see if the door's open.
You're gonna try to see
unlocked.
if a door is open.
Right, you said there was a side door.
Yep, you see a side door, the one that Reverend Vincent went into, and then there's the front doors that are like two double like barn style doors.
And you said there was some adults there watching, like, generally watching from the front.
Nope.
Oh,
Vincent's
okay.
the only one you saw.
Okay, then I'm going to, while he's doing that, kind of just try and sneak up and open the front door a bit, just to get a peek in.
Alright. You make a stealth check.
Do I get a bonus if I'm humming the Pink Panther theme tune?
No.
4
Okay.
again.
I'm being
You
loud.
guys suck.
Alright, you are, in your own mind, stealthy AF, just like Jim was.
Yep.
Saunter on up to the front door. You're, like, super quietly attempting to see if it's unlocked, and, you just fling it wide open. You're like, fling the door wide open, and the room you're met with is a large, kind of like a common room. There's a couple foosball tables. There are some couches to lounge on. There is a bookshelf with some books on it. And then there's also like an arts and crafts shelf.
Okay. Now, I'm conflicted. I want to go play on that table. But equally, I should probably get the fuck out of here and probably blame Brian for it.
What's with you and blaming Brian?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. It just feels right for the character. Which is quite bad, and I apologize. I'm just gonna go, shit, then run away.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna see if I can spot anything in the 2 seconds where I'm considering. Like, do I have time to basically have a quick look of if they
Sure, make a perception.
cool perception.
Okay. In the split second, you realize, oh fuck, I opened this door way too loud. You see all that stuff you saw. Then you also see that there are some offices, like, it's almost like a U-shape. So the room gets smaller about halfway in, allowing for a U-shape, like, looks like what might be considered offices. You just see the doors.
Okay. I will remember that and then make run for it. And try to think of a reason why I'd be running, but that's later.
Brian, you are left standing near the parking lot while Jim goes long and then whips the ball behind his head and then sneaks off behind the building, and Chad just walks up to the front door looking like he looks like he's sneaking. He's like the whole like in the middle of the field, just out in the open on the sidewalk.
I would actually be bird watching now.
Okay.
Jane is going to walk up to Brian, seeing the shenanigans that Jim and Chad are up to, and be like, Brian, what on earth are you all doing?
I don't know anymore. This day started out just this model citizen, and now I'm stealing contraband items. I'm pretty sure
What did you
that I may
take?
have grabbed some illegal drugs, and I sneezed really loudly, and I think I felt something in my back pop, and I may I'm not sure. And now Brian has
Damn it, Brian, I told you not to tell her.
Yeah, but I have tits.
Historically, the brainy people do not speak well with the females.
Brian is not a generic brainy kid.
Brian,
What?
Sorry. Why you took? What all did you take from the pile? And do you still have it, or do the chuckleheads have it?
I took a slingshot and a bag of herbs,
Give them here.
and I nervously give the bag to Jane and say I gave the slingshot to Jim already.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Jane will stash it in her purse under her other supplies.
Jane would take the drugs.
Oh, that was all that was left.
Little deviant kid.
Prove it.
When you're smoking a joint later, we can catch you. Then we will.
Maybe she thinks it's oregano. You don't know.
We're so going to peer
Sure.
pressure you.
For the thing you don't know about? Alright, Brian. Here's the deal. If any of the adults come by, what are you doing? Like, I could actually see that he was bird watching, right?
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
When it comes by, I was asking you about birds, and if the idiots get caught, we leave them to dry.
Okay.
Glad we agree.
Some traitors over here.
Double that 20 on what?
Jane's chin the entire time. It was not making eye contact.
Sorry, say
Wait, what
again?
happens? What?
Brian was staring at Jane's chest the entire time,
Uh-huh.
and he was not making eye contact.
What's the sign
Yeah.
of hand for, though?
That's what.
To see if I would nervously try and do that or intentionally, just for my own
Okay.
character building. And yes, he was absolutely not trying to, but was anyway.
That's fine, because you did what she wanted, so whatever.
Oh man. So the rest of the day kind of goes by. Jane now has the pot.
Yep.
I'm sorry, the oregano.
Not exactly. It's for spice.
It's the oregano.
Do you spice?
And
Do you spice, bro?
dinner time rolls around. And you come to realize that the office building is also going to be your dining hall. And there is a vast fare of hot dogs and buns and chips because they're cheap.
Ah,
Not hot dogs,
Easy to
buns,
pack.
and chips. How will we ever survive?
now I want some meal chips. I'm hungry again.
So am I.
Yeah. Like, throughout the time, like, in that office when we're eating and all that, I'm looking at those offices, trying to spot a
Okay.
good time to check them out. Like,
Okay. So you're staring at the offices. Basically, all the adults are in the room with you.
Yeah.
What's the rest of the people doing?
Jane is just sitting and eating casually, but she's basically keeping an eye on mostly Jim and Chad, trying to keep an eye out on them.
Okay. What's Brian doing?
He is taking his anti-diarrheal medication.
Nice. That's super. what is Jim doing?
Jim he goes and gets the football, and he's gonna come back around to the front and try and meet up with.
Oh no, this is like time has passed. You
Oh,
are
this is okay.
you are now
Okay.
like this is like dinner time. You're actually in the building, in that big room that Chad found, or opened the door on, with the foosball tables, the couches. There's a couple tables in there. It's doubling as your dining hall because it's too cold to eat outside on the picnic tables.
Yeah. I'd probably try and see. Are the teachers at their own table?
Yeah, they're in here. They're at their own tables. Yes.
I would probably try to set up a. I'm gonna try and go in that back room that the priest was in.
Okay.
To see what he was writing, and in order to distract the teachers from my exit, if any of them are like specifically watching us, if they're like busy having a conversation, I'm gonna just try and like excuse myself to go to the bathroom and then make my way back that way.
Okay. Are you going to attempt to go through the door or through the window?
Is there no like internal doorway hallway to that back room?
No, it's the room is it's a basically a large open space that turns into, there's a slight U that indents part of the room, where there's just offices off of it. So it can be seen from where these guys are sitting.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and sneak out and see if I can't. No, the window would probably be locked because it's winter. I'm gonna try and go through that.
Kind of looks like this.
Okay. Okay, so where are we eating at?
You're in that large open area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the teachers are somewhere like
They're somewhere in that
over
area,
here or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Okay, and these are all the blue and green. The blues are windows, the
Yep.
browns are doors.
Yep. So you saw Reverend Vincent come in. Damn it. Through this door. And you were at this window.
Okay.
And there's a door
Okay.
into this office area.
Yeah, there's two
Is it-
doors back there, and then there is. Let me finish this up. Where's the brown? There it is.
You have a penknife, right? Don't you? You can use that. Can you creatively use that to open a door or slide a window?
I could probably use my penknife to creatively open a window, yeah. Create a jam or something.
I could creatively set the building on fire, but I don't think that would help.
Door there.
Yeah. I will probably go outside. Like I'm gonna go pee out in the woods because.
Well, there's
you know-
outhouses.
Yeah.
There's-
So I'm gonna
there's
go
no
outside and then I'm gonna
plumbing
try and
at
make
this
my way
camp.
back. I'm gonna make my way back to that window and try
Okay.
and slip my knife in there to see if I can't trick the latch
Okay.
and lift the window.
Okay. So you make
What do you
your
want
way.
to roll?
No, you make your way out. You excuse yourself to
Yep.
use the restroom. And you make your way outside, and around to the back of the building, and to the window you were
Yeah.
at before.
Yeah,
for
I
this-
check to make sure there's nobody in it before I do it
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
because that would be stupid.
I can now imagine we're all
Come on, baby.
sitting eating,
Okay.
and then suddenly we're here.
Oh wait, wait, that
you
was
get-
Brian's. That was Brian's. 11's.
All right, you get back there, and the room is dark. You can see the light coming under the door from what you presume is the area where everybody's eating.
Okay. I'm gonna try and trip the latch and pop the window open.
All right, make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Okay. You slip your penknife up through the crack between the two panes of two sashes for the window between the wood, and no latch. Just slide it right along. There's nothing there.
I'll try and just lift it up, get my penknife underneath to kind of get a little leverage, and then.
Okay. You do that, and it's takes a little oomph, gets a little stuck. It's like it's been painted closed several times. But you do eventually like work it up.
Would you
High
hear
or
this
low?
over the loud chatter of children?
Oh, it's not children, it's high school kids.
High school kids. So even louder.
Yeah, I mean, I could have been asked purposely to make a lot of noise.
Yeah. You hear the like loud. It is loud. Like you try to be quiet. You know when you're trying to be quiet and that the slightest noise you make, you're like, oh fuck. So you can hear it and it sounds extremely loud to you. But the window eventually slides up. And what do you want to do?
I'm gonna just climb on in. Like I didn't like open it. I opened it up so I could kind of like slither into it, and I'm trying to be as like not make as much noise as possible. Like look down before I just go through to make sure I'm not like bumbling into something right in front of it.
Make a perception check. Alright. You kind of get your head and chest in and look down and around to make sure there's nothing weird or noise-making under the window. It's pretty clear.
Okay. I'll get in and I will look, basically search through the desk and look for whatever the priest was writing about, and then check the room for the contraband.
Alright. You look on the desktop and there is whatever was there earlier is no longer there. And you want to rifle through the desk drawers, and for the most part the desk is unlocked with the exception of the middle drawer.
Would I have thieves' tools?
Well, you said
I'm
you
a
had
bit of a-
you said you had the Swiss Army knife. It's not a
Yeah.
complicated
So
one.
I would use. Okay. Alright.
Make a dexterity
pick
check
it.
for me.
Okay.
Okay. You go through your Swiss Army knife and you pick out like the little I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a tool about that long. It's akin to what the screwdriver would be, but there's no screwdriver head on it. It's been like 20 years since I've seen one. And you get it in there and you're like just kind of turn. It's like an old skeleton key like shaped lock. So you're just trying to get that latch, and you get the latch and you open the drawer up, and there's a very large book, and across the top it says King James Holy Bible.
Back in a sec.
Is there any pages that are marked?
There are
Like, does he
several
have, like,
pages.
that-
There are several pages in the book that are marked. The notepad that you saw earlier is also there.
What's on the notepad?
What was there is been ripped off. There's some like portion of what was there, and what you can make out is a couple words: Bray Road being prominent.
Brave Road.
Bray. B-R-A-Y.
Bray. Okay.
Bray There is, you can see the words, full, and then just an M.
Okay. Can I take? Is there a pencil?
Yeah, there's a pencil there. It's a desk.
Can I take the pencil and do like basically do it on the side so it sees if there's he pressed down pretty hard when he was writing to see if it caught any of the full message?
Sure. For that, I'm gonna have you do an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay. You real quickly get as many words as you can to come through. So you see Bray Road, full moon, beast, and ceremony.
I tear off that sheet.
Okay.
The one where I did my scribbles on, and I try and make it as clean of a tear as possible. You know how you can like pull it and it just leaves like that, so it doesn't look like something's been taken. And then I open his Bible to whatever page is currently like partitioned or marked.
You have indicated that you're forced to go to church and you don't pay attention.
I don't really pay attention. Yeah.
So
I mean, I've got a Sunday school knowledge of church from like childhood, but anything past that, you know, like I know Jesus and I know God and I know the Holy Spirit and you know that kind of stuff, but like not like full blown theology or anything.
Okay.
So
you open the book, the large book up, and what you find and what you read talks about the beast, blah 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 blah, and you think you turn to like Revelations because of your Sunday school knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually really creeped out right now by this, and I'm actually going to essentially go back out the window, close it, and make my way back in and find Brian. Okay. He's the smartest kid I currently know. And that's kind of my plan.
Okay.
If I see him go over to Brian, I'm going to go over as well, because I knew he snuck out, or presumed he had.
Well, he
we would have
probably
been
going to the
sitting
bathroom.
next to each other.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm basically going over to find out what he found out.
I assume you three chuckleheads were sitting next to each other, anyways. Because you've already gone as thick as thieves so far. Like, we need to steal that contraband. I don't know where Jane was sitting in relationship to you guys, but.
Close enough that she could overhear if she wanted.
Okay. Jane pretty much fits in everywhere because the girl next door.
Exactly. Yeah, and actually, so I know. So Jim is just getting back from his window extravaganza.
No, it's his bathroom trip.
Yeah. Bathroom. But yeah.
Just like you don't have drugs.
You don't know that.
The contraband was not in that room.
Okay.
So, what did you find?
Well, I kind of like lean in, like to get you two to lean in at the same time, so we can kind of like whisper and be a little quieter.
I lean in. I'm equally confused.
So I didn't find the box, but the priest was like, he was like taking notes earlier today out of his Bible, and he wrote down Bray Road, full moon, the beast, and he had like his Bible was like marked off like talking about I don't remember much from church, but I think it was like the last book, Revelations or something, which is I think talks about the end of the world or like the Antichrist or something. I don't know. It said something about the beast though.
So,
and do you remember what road we came in on?
No.
Brian, do you remember?
I don't, but isn't tonight a full moon?
Is it Tanya?
Make a nature check.
Alright.
I have one question. Are any of you werewolves?
Nature check.
We're all werewolves. Ah, fuck.
Question: with a 14, did Jane
Yeah, you
manage to
overheard
catch?
it. You heard all that
Okay.
shit.
Second question. If you turn into a werewolf, do you think you would be good on the team?
No, I'm eating you first.
No, eat Brian!
You guys have no idea. You are aware that, I mean, you don't know exactly what night of full moon is, but it's getting there.
Okay.
Jane at this point will just kind of sit with them, just like, you all are gonna get caught. You know that?
Caught doing what, Jane?
Yeah, Jane.
Shut up, both of you.
You should have both of you.
We've done nothing wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
Earlier was a sporting mishap and it happens all the time. Did you know that 1 in 10 footballers break a leg?
You're not finding that stuff.
Well,
What
if you
stuff?
keep getting in our way, of course we're not gonna find it.
I haven't gotten in your way. I've just watched you flail about like chuckleheads.
Look, Jane,
Not flailing.
Jane, do you know what road we came in on?
Yeah? What about it?
Do you know the
Is
name?
it Bray Road?
Yeah?
Do you know what phase of the moon it is tonight?
I started humming Country Road because you said road. Country Road. Na na na.
I actually was waiting for Jane to be like, look, just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I know what the phase of the moon is.
No, but you know what? They don't know. But and Jane overheard what they said, so she's just gonna be like, a full one. Duh. Do you not pay attention to the moon?
I'm gonna insight.
You
I'm
do
gonna
not
insight
know.
I'm gonna insight the shit out of her.
You have no idea.
I'm inciting you.
Wait,
You
I
believe
don't know
the
if I'm
other two,
sleeping
but
right
not
now.
this one.
Make an insight check.
I have a real question important. Important question, there we go.
Sure, what's up?
Who does Jane live next to? She's the girl next door. Next door to who?
The other jock
Oh.
here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that question.
So I can't tell if she's telling the truth or not. But
No, you
is
cannot.
Jane known for being something other than a goody two shoes? Is she known for paying attention in class and participating?
She's basically your
nerd?
average student.
Yeah, she is the
Right in the middle.
the straight, like, down the line average student.
She's straight edge
So straight edge.
or
she
acts
has-
straight edge?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, all right, fine. Well, look, don't tell the teachers, but the priest is being shady.
Maybe the priest is a werewolf.
What is with you and the werewolf?
It's the only thing that I know about moons. Werewolves and moons. They're linked. That's all I know.
His vast
And
vast Wolfman movie knowledge.
I will slide over the paper that I took to Jane
Okay. Okay.
as subtly as possible and be like, I found this. I took these notes. Like, the priest was writing this earlier today. And if tonight is indeed a full moon, like, there's going to be some sort of ceremony or something on Bray Road. And you said we came in on Bray Road.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I wonder who's getting married.
Chad, just let the adults talk, Chad. Let the adults
Sorry, I
talk.
couldn't help it. I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize. That's totally in character.
No,
I
that's
was
totally
reading.
in character. It's just
Great.
So,
I want to look at the thing he's written down on the off chance I get a natural 20.
Well, I mean, it's he just did the rubbing on it,
like, yeah.
and his investigation check of 17 revealed to him in his rubbing those words.
Alright, but like, is there a check I can do where I can go, this means this, and potentially this means he isn't a werewolf?
I mean, we have the words Bray Road, Full Moon, and Ceremony. That's the only thing that came out on that rubbing.
And the
crack.
beast, I thought.
And the beast, yeah.
Yeah. I say we should follow the priest tonight. If it's a full moon. I mean, we can go out inside and check, I guess, and see if it's a full moon, but...
why on earth would we follow him into danger? Possibly.
Who said it's gonna be dangerous? It just says ceremony.
I just thought of something.
He's acting creepy and made me want to follow him. You have weird priorities.
Guys, I have
Or
a
we
really
could look
important
for the
question.
box of contraband.
Never mind, we'll go follow the priest then.
Jim, stop ignoring me.
That's what I thought. What? What, Chad? What?
What?
What if he calls his dick the beast?
Oh, sweet God. Sweet Lord, Chad. Chad, maybe you should stay behind and find the box of contraband. Maybe that should be your job. We might
That
need
is-
it.
That is the athlete. That's the jock right there.
Maybe you should stay behind and find...
Junk the beast.
Right, Jim?
I feel like I will be best used as a team player, and as a team player, I am not alone. Here, shut up and come on, you.
What about
Just
you, Brian?
be quiet, please.
Okay, but seriously, do we have enough carrying capacity to carry all of Brian's systems to keep him alive? Like, I'm pretty sure he's got a heart monitor.
Just
I do carry a portable defibrillator, if that's what you...
This is what I'm talking about.
Well, he's been carrying it this whole time. He should be able to carry it down into the woods. Shouldn't be a problem.
So,
Okay, but-
hold on, we're talking 1980s portable defibrillator. And when we say portable, we mean portable.
Like the
I'd
Iron
say you
Man,
probably
yeah.
have like. He's
It's
probably got
not
like
as
an
portable as your first
EpiPen.
cell phones
Oh,
were,
yeah,
like giant
totally.
briefcase.
Absolutely has an EpiPen.
EpiPen, friggin' maybe some adrenaline. I don't know.
We should just use Brian as like the med pack.
An inhaler like on a hip holster, so we can quickly grab it.
Jesus Christ.
Did your mom give you like bug spray or anything? Like
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, there was the 1980s equivalent of off, which I assume is just some
pure DEET?
yes, terrible, nasty chemical that will give you cancer now.
Yeah.
Chemical flammable.
It's
Because I have a lighter, therefore we can make a flamethrower in case it is secretly a werewolf or just a nudist.
I have a lighter too. I have a Zippo.
I feel like mine's got like Liverpool on it. Got the Liverpool.
Liverpool on it.
Yeah, man. Fly the bird.
So you coming with us, Brian?
Brian, come on. If you don't, we'll peer pressure you.
Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian.
Come on, Brian.
You're never, like
don't you want to be cool?
you're never gonna get over those allergies if you don't like be exposed to them.
You're the good Brian. You can come with us.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
Brian.
I'll go.
All right,
Good
you gotta
Brian.
leave a lot of those books back at the camp though. Like they're only gonna weigh us down.
Unless
Only
you
bring
want
the
to use it
essentials.
to beat to death the werewolf.
Chad, for the last fucking time, there's no fucking werewolves.
Shut up, you don't know that.
Oh, and you're the star athlete. How is this? Are you the star athlete or are you just an athlete?
I like to think that. Oh god. For some reason,
That's
I just
the
want him
question.
to
You
be.
think you're the star athlete, but you're not. You're like the backup.
That's the question. It never specifies what sport the athlete plays. Is he a wrestler? Is he a football player that maybe took one too many hits to the head?
Lacrosse.
80s, probably football.
Oh, actually, if it's still 80s,
Yeah, it's the 1980s.
yeah, so that could still the concussion could go either way for each football, because believe it or not, football was not always gentle. You could actually get a concussion from headbutting hitting the ball if it was wet.
Okay, so the rest of the world's football was
Yes.
not popular in the U.S. in the 80s.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
We'll say
America
Travis-
didn't
It was
really.
early 90s that it started to become
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
That's when I was on the team, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right,
Chad
Let's,
probably has been hit.
well, let's take a quick break because it's been
Okay.
been 2 hours and I've got to go potty.
It's been 2 hours and we spent all of it trying to get our beer back. That may or may
Yep.
not have contributed to the story.
No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, we'll be back in a little bit. We'll say
Yay.
what, 5 to 15 minutes tops.
Yeah. I don't need long. I just need to get some coke for my rum.
Alright, for your rum. For your
Yeah, I have rum and I rarely drink it, so when in Rome.
Is it Captain Morgan's again?
Oh yeah. Also,
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back.
also before I disappear, hello, Vexagonal shaped friend.
Ha! I knew that sounded familiar.
You knew what sounded familiar?
I had a feeling that you based this off of something real,
Mm-hmm.
so I did look up the Beast of Bray Road, which is a thing
Mm-hmm.
in the 1980s
Yep.
in Wisconsin,
Yep.
and is
Turtle Lake is like
apparently
a quarter mile from that road.
is in Elkhorn, which I
Mhm.
have shipped a couple of things to our vendors out there. Superior Thread Rolling is in Elkhorn.
If you look up what the beast is supposed to be in
Mhm.
Wisconsin, there are a lot of sightings,
Yeah.
but the Bray Road sighting is the most prominent. There's a couple news articles about it. And actually, a episode of Supernaturals was based on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Hello. Welcome back, Otis.
I'm good. I'm trying to get straps on, so my throat's killing me already.
Who what?
Strepsils, it's for the throat.
Ah.
Yeah, it hasn't gone away yet, but whatever. It's manageable.
Well, Jess is missing out. Yeah, if you guys are watching this stream, you kind of have an idea of what the theme is.
It's Halloween. We kind of figured that. But yeah, the
Well-
moon in the background there does not help your case. Be right back.
The slightly reddish colored moon. I'm starting to get hungry. Mm. Somebody left their mic on.
Back again.
Chris, you left your mic on.
I'm aware of that. I realized that right after I started.
Well, at least we can say you are not a Greek soldier in Odyssey.
Oh, I know. Otis, how do you like the control scheme in Red Dead 2?
Oh, Chris. Red Dead question. Have you had to quick draw someone yet?
Yes.
Are you having issues with it? Because
Yes.
it's infuriating me.
Well, I was always terrible, like in the draws and the duels and shit in the first game. The tooltip being in the upper left-hand corner, I find I have to move my eyes away to actually read what they're trying to say you can do. And end up dying, like in one of the mandatory ones that you do, during like the tutorial type phase. Yeah. Like I had to repeat like 13 times because I was trying to read what the hell the tooltip was saying.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
It's kind of weird.
the quick draw thing is just either bugged or the controller isn't working, and it's annoying the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it's it takes a bit to master. From what I gathered and from just my own playing is you just like gingerly squeeze the trigger until it fills up, and then squeeze it all the way, and then it gets you into quick draw, and then you can do your aiming and whatnot that you want to do.
Well, I don't know why. It's just not the thing's not filling up for me. So like I'm squeezing the triggers very slowly, and then it just doesn't work. And then
you have to do a little bit more pressure than that.
Yeah, it says slowly, but like I get it to like halfway, it isn't recognizing it, but then it's just it's infuriating. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I did not like the fact that you can't fast travel when you first start the game.
No.
You have to unlock that ability, which kind of blows.
Yeah, you have to get the drones.
And from what I have read, they even changed that mechanic where you can only fast travel from just one location.
Well,
fast travel back. It's still ride back.
Yeah. Well, you can't fast travel in the way that you just click fast travel. You actually have to jump on a train.
Yeah.
All right, we are all back now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, everybody assumes tonight's a full moon. Everybody thinks, yeah, it's a full moon, and Jane has convinced at least Jim that you guys came in on Bray Road.
Yep.
And Chad has specified that the priest could call his dick the beast. We don't know.
It's very possible.
And that there's going to be werewolves.
I mean, prove me wrong.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do? You guys finish eating your dinner of hot dogs and chips and wholesome milk.
I'm gonna go check to
whole
see.
milk too.
Whole milk?
Yes, Wisconsin, man.
I'm gonna go check to see what state the moon is. What time is it?
Dinner time is like for intents and purposes, it's still daylight. Well, the sun's starting to go down. It's probably like 6 p.m.
Okay. I'm going to check with one of the teachers to see Mr. Phelps.
Okay.
Just to ask Mr. Phelps, like, hey, Mr. Phelps, what was the name of the road we came in on again?
He takes a moment. It says it was Highway 56.
Oh. I could have sworn it was like Bray Road for some reason. I guess I just heard like a rumor about that or something. I can't remember. Sorry to waste your time.
No, but now that you mention it, Bray Road's not far from here.
Oh. I must have just heard somebody saying they were gonna go check it out. I guess that must have been what I heard.
Okay.
Does he look perturbed? Does he look perturbed at people going to check it out? Okay. Is the priest nearby?
Yeah, they're all sitting at the same table. He is having a discussion with Mr. Anderson, though, and probably not really paying attention to you.
Okay. I was kind of hoping he might have heard me and maybe made a reaction, but okay. And then I will go back to the group. Are they leaving? Are they still sitting down? Or
It's up to the group.
I'm moving between wandering outside and coming back in out of boredom and need to move.
is there a map in this big room area on any of the walls?
There is.
I'd like to go and look at that.
Okay. It is a fairly large map of Wisconsin.
Great. Can I find our lake? Knowing in relation to where our town would be, because I've probably
Yeah.
seen a map and I know where my town might be, and
Yeah.
then try and look at all the lakes around near the town.
Yeah. You look in the general vicinity of where you are from, which is the southeastern portion of the state. And you find Turtle Lake.
Do I find Bray Road off of Turtle Lake?
You find Bray Road off of Highway 50. I think it's off of the highway. I think it's like an intersection. Without pulling up a map myself.
How far away?
You're about a mile-ish tops.
Okay.
For the purposes of this game, you're a mile.
That's a good
Okay.
distance to walk.
Then I'll let I'll go back to the group and I'll look at who's his character's name for a half second? Jane. I'll look at Jane and I go, we didn't come in on Bray Road.
Yeah, we did. You passed right by it.
We came in on Highway 55. Bray Road is off of Highway 55.
Yeah, and if it's off of, it intersects it, so we were on Bray Road.
Whatever. We have to figure out now. We have to figure out if the damn moon's gonna be full or not. Because you're over here just telling tales.
How do we work out with the moon's up, full, or half present,
Well,
or wading? I think that's one of them.
you just look at the moon, and if it looks really full, then it's probably full, right, Brian? Back me up on this.
I'm gonna look outside.
I imagine the moon is starting to rise.
Yes.
We could probably at least guess if it's going to be full or not.
You do glance outside, and the moon is just cresting the horizon, or at least the trees. It's difficult to tell, but it looks like it looks like it's full. It also looks.
Are there any trail maps?
It looks abnormally large.
Like one of those harvest moons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any trail maps outside?
Are there trail maps? Yeah, there's like every once in a while you'll see like one of those railroad tie stands with a map on it.
Is there? Can we go? Can I go and look at one of those to see if there's a trail that leads us to Bray Road?
Sure, you can.
Okay.
There is not. It's all contained in and around the lake.
None of them have Bray Road even in relation on it.
No, all the maps they're like etched aluminum, or in this case stainless etched steel, and it's pretty much a close up of the lake and the surrounding campsite.
Okay. I say we stake out the priest and wait till he leaves tonight and follow him.
I have another idea. You keep an eye on him.
What?
I'll sneak in and find his possessions.
I've already done that.
Not in where he sleeps, though.
Oh, okay. Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Could you go in and get us some more food, like like late night snacks?
Yeah, I could.
Cool. Jane, what do you want to do?
Keep an
You gonna
eye
snitch?
out. Have I told anyone yet? No.
But you also lied to us, so there.
No, I didn't.
Aha!
It wasn't a full lie. It just wasn't accurate.
Anyway,
But yeah. All right. So me and Jane, I guess we'll keep an eye out to watch where the priest goes.
Yep.
Okay.
and I'm gonna go try and sneak
You're
in
gonna go
to the thing, to the staff's place while humming the Mission Impossible theme tune.
So you're going to the to their bedrooms?
Yeah.
To the counselor cabins, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'll probably suggest to me and Jane to go and watch that office again to see if he goes in there, or at least one of us does.
Sure.
And I'll post up like outside, kind of just like whittling and like watching to see who exits and see if the priest does exit at any point.
Okay. So you guys, you, Jim and Jane sit up. Probably you take up one of the picnic tables, not too far from the office building, and just sit there like you're having a conversation or something, or playing fucking Connect 4, whatever the fuck it is. Tic-tac-toe, dots. What we did in the 80s when there wasn't any fucking electronics.
Pocket Monopoly?
No, we literally carried notebooks around with us and played tic-tac-toe and dots.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna need a way to warn me So, if when I'm sneaking into this teacher's counselor's bedroom, throw Brian through the window. To
Throw
warn me.
Brian through a window?
No.
Or get him to jump, his choice.
Well,
No.
Brian is gonna be inside the building getting more food.
Oh. Well, you decide on the call sign. I'm going.
Alright. Chad leaves, heads off towards the counselor's cabin after telling you, hey guys, decide what the warning is gonna be if you see
Yep.
anybody, and then leaves.
Yep.
Yep.
Without knowing what the actual warning is going to be.
Nope.
So Chad, you make your way to the counselor cabins, and you don't know exactly which cabin people are sleeping in. There are 2 cabins. There's one on either side of the little trail. Which one do you start with first? Would you like to make a history check to see if you can remember which one Mr. Phelps was in?
Sure, why not?
One too
Which
many
one?
concussions from football, and you fail
Yep.
to remember which cabin Mr. Phelps exited from. You think it was the one on the left, so you go to the one on the left, which
Yeah.
would have been the right-hand one from the opposite direction. So you get up to the cabin. How are you trying to sneak in? Like through the door, through a window? What are you trying to do?
I wanna walk by so that I can see if there's any lights through the windows. Then I'm gonna look in the window first.
All right, you walk by. You don't see any lights coming from any of the windows.
Cool. I'm
And
gonna
then
walk
you
up to
wanna
the
try and
door.
You walk up to the door. Okay. You walk up to the door
Sneakily.
and sneakily.
Yep.
You sneakily, plain sight, walk up to the door. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you just described what was gonna happen. You go to open the door and it's unlocked.
Oh, I open it slowly.
Okay. You push the door open ever so slowly. It still makes a on the hinges because old iron hinges.
Of course it does.
And the first room you're met with is like a sitting, like a just a little common, very small common room with 2 doors off to right and left, and 1 door in front of you. Which one do you want to try first?
I'm gonna have a quick listen to see if I can hear anything from
Make a
inside.
perception check. Make a perception.
Perception.
You don't hear anything from any of the doors.
All right. Middle.
Middle door. You open the middle door. It is it's a bathroom. It's not a fully like functional bathroom. It's basically just showers, and there are outhouses for the rest of the business.
Ah, okay. And I'm gonna go to one of the other doors.
All right. Right or left?
Right.
Okay. From the middle door, you go right, which would have been original left. Okay. You open the door, and there are bunk beds. Very similar to the bunk beds that are in your cabin. They are made from 2x4 and 4x4 construction, with the vinyl-covered, flat, non-spring mattresses that are the most uncomfortable fucking things you could possibly imagine, with a piece of plyboard underneath. So there's no give whatsoever. Typical summer camp mattress and bed. In this room, you see a couple pieces of luggage. With on one of the bunks there is a shirt thrown on the bunk on top of like a sleeping bag, and there is women's underwear and bras in a few various, very visible places.
Okay. Now, do I know if the priest is a crossdresser?
You do not.
Okay, so I can't rule out that it's not his yet.
Correct.
Yet. Okay. I'm not gonna go for the underwear because that's just fucking creepy.
You're gonna what?
I'm not gonna go for the underwear. I'm not.
Okay.
That's creepy.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a risk. It's a risky risk, but I'm going to have to guess that this isn't a priest's bedroom.
Okay.
I know, I don't know this fully, but I'm gonna have to take a risk. I'm gonna go to
Alright.
the one, other door,
The other door?
and I'm gonna, and close the
Alright.
doors which I've opened.
Okay, okay. You go to the other door. Very similar scene. There is, I mean, there's in this room there is like stockings hanging up over some strings.
Okay. Again, I don't know if it's cross-dressing or not, so.
Correct.
Oh shit. Well, these are my two options. It's either a female's dorm, or it's full of cross-dressing men, or storeroom for female clothing.
Accurate.
So, I will stick a pin in that one, and go to the other one, the other building.
The other cabin. Okay. You
Yes.
cross to the other cabin.
Is anyone
Stealthily.
looking?
You don't see anybody on the trails yet.
Okay.
About this time, though, Jane and Jim, Mr. Phelps exits the office, the common building, and begins to slowly meander his way down the path towards the cabins.
Should we burgle? You little bird, would you know burgle?
I don't. He doesn't know what bird calls are. He doesn't know what bird calls are.
It's a sound, at least. He didn't stay till we figured it out.
But he. But
Look, we gotta do something.
can't
Phelps is coming out
Okay.
right
Okay.
now.
I go up to Mr. Phelps.
Okay, you walk up to Mr. Phelps. Okay.
And Mr. Phelps. So I heard some stories about this lake. You know, the kids were murdered here. As a part of like some kind of weird ceremony.
Now, James, did you watch Friday the 13th before we came on this trip?
I mean, how could you not? Like, we're going to a lake. It's a bunch of high school kids. But these are rumors I heard from other people. You know, like, they were telling me, they're like, we gotta be careful out here or else we're gonna get got. There's some sort of beast out in the woods, and he appears on a full moon. I mean, look at the moon!
Jane is banging her head against a tree somewhere, as quietly as possible, listening to this.
Wait, is that the signal?
You then go into this long-winded conversation with Mr. Phelps. And Chad, you are at the front door of this other cabin. Are you going to attempt to open it again? Or open this one too?
And I haven't heard any sort of signal yet.
Nope.
And I can't see
Nope.
young Jim talking to the Phelps. Okay.
Nope, because the path is kind of like a meandering path through like trees and stuff, so it's not, you can't really see what's over the, what would you like to do?
It'd probably be smart to do a perception check. Just to listen out.
Sure, do a perception check.
You know, you gotta fucking hope, haven't you?
You don't hear Jack.
Okay, so Jack's not here. Go in.
Alright, So you're gonna open the door again?
Slowly, yes.
Slowly? Okay. You go ahead and open the door. This one doesn't make any noise as you push it open.
Okay.
Same
Same-
thing. 3 doors.
okay.
Yep.
I'm going to very slowly sneak up and have a listen at on the doors, so to see
Okay.
if anyone's sleeping or eating a dead body as a
make
wolf.
Make another perception check. You don't hear anything coming from any of the doors.
Okay. Slowly push one open.
Which one?
Oh, right. The right one.
Right one? Okay. You push open the right-hand door from when you stepped into the cabin, and the room is pretty dark. All the blinds are pulled in this one. But you do see prominently in like one of the first bunks, there is a duffel bag, with a neatly folded black button-up shirt with a stiff collar up top, and the little white piece that goes in the collar for a priest.
Right, so we've got the dog collar. Got it. That's what we call it where I come from.
Ah.
I am going to... well, it's very neat. You'll probably know if I... But am I that smart? I'm going to quickly look around the room for a scratching post, a rusty knife, a hook, something that might make me think this guy's fucking creepy.
Are we sure this isn't just high school shenanigans, the one shot? Because I feel like that's what this is now.
I'm looking for something suspicious.
We're not even going to get spooky stuff. It's just going to be high school shenanigans.
Just high school shenanigans, Jordan.
Which is fun.
Well, okay, all right. So the signal is going to be when I say the word werewolf really loud.
You don't know that. Also, thank you so much for the raid, Jessica. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Oh, and Rex got an ad.
Well, I'm planning on saying werewolf really loud in the hopes of
Okay. Hold on a second.
getting
We got
his
a pretty big raid. So, welcome Jesse.
Welcome, everybody.
And all the raiders got 17 raiders, 22 viewers still over on her channel.
Ooh, nice.
Rect is viewing an ad, unfortunately. So, welcome in to what has turned into the Halloween one-shot to the high school shenanigans.
High school shenanigans.
D&D session.
Sorry.
Oh man. So thus far, for anybody coming in, we've had a group of high school individuals being forced into a camping trip in October because they are in trouble for something with school, and it's a joint thing with the local church and their high school. Jeff's character Jim found some weird writings indicating Bray Road, full moon, beast, and ceremony, and they're trying to put 2 and 2 together, and it's not working so well because they have the jock investigating shit.
Why we left him to do that, I don't know.
You could have stopped.
I just thought maybe if he goes away, we could get more stuff done.
Except he's going in the area with all the features.
I said I was doing that.
No, they're not there yet. They're not there yet.
Oh my god. So yeah, you guys, so you,
Jane is sorely tempted to just go smoke some pot right now.
oregano, smoke some oregano.
Right. She's tempted to go spice up her life right now.
So Chad, you are investigating the cabin, the bunk room that the priest is staying in, looking for, you said, a scratching post, a rusty hook, or knife.
Something
Make an investigation check.
Okay, let's do this. I want to find something suspicious on this motherfucker.
18.
Oh my goodness, finally.
18! 15. All
That's the
right.
highest I've rolled.
That is. You look around this room in the cabin. There's enough bunks here for about 8 individuals. Make an intelligence check for me, please.
Watch me get a natural 20 all of a sudden. Intelligence. Oh, it'll be safe. Who gives a shit? It's the same thing.
No, not. Okay, it's the same thing. 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you found one of the 4x4 posts that make up one of these beds is pretty dinged up. It's got some scratches on it.
Alright.
You don't think it's a scratching post though.
Alright.
I was hoping for a low intelligence check.
Okay. That's alright. It's unfortunate that I haven't found what I wanted. So I'm going to close the door with me in it.
Oh, you also don't find a rusty hook. You do find a knife though.
Oh, what type of knife?
It's moderately ornate.
Are we talking, oh, I've got this shiny knife with nice gold inlays, or it's a fucking ceremonial stabby stab?
Make another intelligence check.
Okey pokey. Intelligence.
It's a knife, dude.
Oh, I can actually do like that, never mind. It's a knife.
It's a knife.
Oh, so that's a nice knife.
It's a very
never
nice
mind.
looking knife, yeah.
It's a very nice looking knife.
Mhm.
Anyway, nothing suspicious here. I'm going to climb out the window.
You're gonna climb out the window? Okay.
Yeah.
Make another intelligence check for me.
Oh, fuck me.
Great.
Oh,
You open the window, you climb out the window, and make your way back towards Jim and Jane.
as a player, I'm noticing that I didn't hear you close the window. Meat.
That is correct.
But as the character, I don't know. So I'm just gonna say, wander up. Hopefully, not in a straight from their bedroom way, and just be like,
Yep.
hey.
At this time, Mr. Phelps and Jim have just finished their conversation about why he shouldn't have watched Friday the 13th before coming on this trip, and maybe not paid attention to what anybody said about Bray Road.
Oh. Yeah. I'm just gonna
and then throws out a couple big words like cryptozoology and.
Alright, Mr. Phelps. I mean, you don't think there's anything spooky in these woods? No? Alright. If you say so. I don't know. They look plenty spooky to me. That moon looks spooky.
Well, I mean, it's a supermoon. They happen.
Supermoon! Alright, well,
He is
do
the
I
one.
see
Supermoon.
glancing back towards those towards the area of the cabins, do I see Chad coming back at all?
Yeah, you see him come back, and I think make a perception check real quick.
Okay. Perception 10.
Jane, you said you were sneaking off, right?
Yes.
Make a stealth.
Okay. Nope.
You totally see Jane sneaking off, like towards the cabins, as like she's hitting a tree line, as Chad is coming out of a tree line.
I'll be like, alright, Mr. Bray, you have a good night.
I'm gonna greet my tree line. Hello.
I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. Bye.
Oh, hi, Jane.
All right. No, different tree lines. Other side.
And I'm gonna go.
Other side
I'm
of
gonna
the-
go
other
after
side of the path.
Jane.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna
But
go
you
after
do
Jane.
you do see Jim take off like towards the other side of the path. You're coming out one side of the path, and Jane's headed towards the other side, and Jim is following behind her. So you see Jim take off
Alright.
towards a different tree line.
I'm gonna follow Jim.
All
Is
right.
Brian gonna follow me?
Brian is still in the office thing,
Brian's
grabbing more food.
inside. Yeah. Is that all Brian's doing inside?
That's a good question. What is Brian doing inside this building?
Brian is actually starting to think his hypoglycemia is starting to kick in and does want to get more snacks. And let's see. He saw the ceremony, Bray Road, whatnot paper. So he is definitely trying to figure out if he can count in his head when the last full moon is, just to verify with himself that it is a full moon tonight. And is just kind of going to be lost in thought a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's a full moon tonight. As you're snacking away, you're like, oh yeah, no, the Farmer's Almanac totally did say tonight was gonna be a full moon. So that you're lost in thought, we'll say, took up the entire time that he was investigating the cabins. You come to as you hear Mr. Phelps talking outside. You come to realize you didn't realize he left.
Okay.
But still, the rest of the adults are still sitting around their little table there.
Okay. I will make my way outside.
Okay. Make a perception check. Not that Jane's being super stealthy. You see Jim and Jane on the left-hand side of the path, and you see, like, heading away from you, and on the right-hand side of the path, you see Chad coming towards you. And then realizing, oh shit, and then heading towards Jim and Jane.
Okay. I will meet up with Chad.
Okay. You, as quickly as the brainy kid can move, toting around your
Iron lung.
your pharmaceuticals in your bag. You catch up with them as they are reaching the tree line, like just passing through it.
Okay.
So you guys, all four of you, are now together again. What would you guys like to do?
Guys.
Is Chad gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna exposit this shit. You know, guys, I went into one place, thought it might be the priest's place, but there's too many female clothings. So instead I went to the other one, and I found he had these clothes. Obviously he had these clothes, but he had a spare set, and he had this really nice knife. And that's about it.
Did you bring the knife?
No, what's theft?
I do.
Do you know how bad that will look
Could I-
in my career?
You could have brought the knife. Alright. We gotta follow this priest. So, it's gonna be a long night, guys. Did you get any snacks, Brian?
I did. I got, and as I am Googling 1980s snacks, because I was only 4 years old at the time,
Twinkies and ho-hos.
I got some Twinkies.
Some what?
Ho-Hos and Twinkies. They're like little Debbie snacks. Do they have little Debbies in England?
I think so.
Debbie's. No, I have no idea what a Debbie is.
Little cake snacks, like just saturated in oil.
Ew.
They're essentially sugar and bread. It's sugar and bread.
And oil.
You have far too much oil and sugar in your food in America.
Yeah.
I don't eat them.
That
So
explains this.
Yes, that explains Chris's physique.
That being said, I am very skinny, so. Maybe I can eat more.
okay. Alright. So go get whatever gear you need. Let's meet back up. I will stay here. And watch for the priest. And then we'll follow him.
Right, I'll go get my other tank top.
And
It's a surveillance tank top.
Instead of just being
It's black.
completely dark, it's entirely dark.
But still wearing his Letterman's jacket.
Oh, actually, I could have something which could be useful. If I recall, American footballers wear that grease shit on the face,
They do.
Yeah?
I black.
Yeah.
but then it might end up like looking like we're just blacking up. So, where do we want to go with this?
You don't need that at night. Let's just go with that.
yeah. That
Sure.
stuff is to keep the glare.
Yeah, but it
It's
also
to help
dulls
with
light.
glare.
Yeah, but it's
It also-
not.
I
The,
mean,
the grease they use is not unlike combat paint, so.
It,
yeah.
While it does kind of dull the light, which is it kind of stops glare, it also absorbs light, so it makes your skin less shiny.
Okay.
I don't know why I know that.
So
You
we
remember that? You remember that from a football session at some point.
Yes.
fast forward to the priest leaving.
We can fast forward, yes.
Okay.
So you guys get ready for a night of surveillance.
Yep.
Yeah, I have the wrist rocket, and I've got
Yep.
all my firecrackers, and
Brian's got his snacks. You've got your wrist rocket. You picked up a couple rocks here and there along the way that would fit in there and look like they'd be pretty decent. I mean, you're on a gravel path, so.
yeah,
I have.
yeah.
What do I have? What would make sense for me to have?
Nothing, you're a high school student.
Okay.
You have your
Jade
fists.
has spiced up and has her hot sauce. All is well.
So you guys took a couple minutes and Jane went back to the cabin and toked up.
Imagine if we missed the
Then we were
entire.
going to meet up later. She's got time.
I like to imagine this session ends with us all just like high around a campfire while people are getting murdered behind us and we're not noticing. And police come and they're like,
Yeah?
teenage kids, what happened? We don't know. We found this sage and onion spice and then something happened.
So you guys,
Sage and onion spice.
you guys prepare, and you take up in the woods, like outside the counselors' cabins. Probably
Yeah.
after they check in on you for like lights out.
Yep.
All right.
As a note, Jane does actually have like her bag with her with the rest of her stuff, but yeah.
Okay. So after lights out, after you've been checked in on by the teachers and whatnot, the chaperones, you sneak out of your cabins, which is not hard. There's no locks on the windows. There's literally no locks on the doors. You make your way to the cabin that the priest is staying in, or the Reverend Vincent is staying in. And after lights out, probably about 30-45 minutes, give or take, Reverend Vincent exits the cabin and makes his way towards towards the student cabins.
Okay.
He enters. You guys are watching this. He enters the boys' cabin. A couple minutes go by, and he exits with a still in like their night clothes, t-shirt, shorts, things of that nature. Young man, you know him to be kind of the loner in class, and walks with him down the trail back towards the common building, where the offices are and whatnot. What would you guys like to do?
Follow?
Follow?
Out.
Yeah, as quietly as possible.
Yep, everybody roll a stealth check.
Oh boy. Stealth. Who's gonna get above 10 today? Not me!
That's alright. That's okay. Everybody else is good. So group effort there. You guys move along as stealthily as you can. Chad steps on a twig and it snaps and everybody stops. But Reverend Vincent doesn't turn around, doesn't pay attention to what's going on, just continues on the trail towards the common building. He takes the young man with him. For the census, we'll call him Thomas. Into the door he entered earlier, the side door that was closest to his office door. What would you guys like to do at that point?
I'm gonna tell them about the one I snuck out of. I'm gonna tell them about that one and say it's probably the best spot to listen into.
Do what?
Listen into.
Listen. Is that
Into.
what- okay. He's gonna listen into the room.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, did I lag or was I too English?
I think a little bit of both.
Ah, yeah.
A little laggy, a little too English. So you sneak up to the window that you think is the priest's window, because that was Jim before.
Yep.
And sit there and wait. And wait. And wait. You guys realize there's no lights coming from the windows.
Hey, buddy, I'm doing D&D. I'm gonna go try and sneak inside.
Okay. Through which door? Front door, side door?
Side door.
Side door? Alright. You make your way up the side door. It's not locked. Are you going to... He can't hear me. Are you going to...
Yeah, I'm going inside now that it's unlocked, but I'm gonna try and ease it in
Okay. Yeah.
and hold it for everybody else.
Yeah, you push the
if they're
door
coming.
open. And these doors that you realized earlier are on like those springs. They have the springs attached to them, so they just automatically close. So you open it up and you hold it open for everybody else to come in. What's everybody else gonna do?
And then I will slowly close it behind them. So just
Okay.
I'm going in.
slam.
Alright, so Chad's going in. Jane, you're going in?
Brian.
Brian?
I will follow in nervously last.
Okay. Brian is the last one in.
And I will close the door behind.
Very slowly. Make... No, we'll say you do it. That make it yeah, I'll say you do it. It's fine. Okay, so you are now back in that common room. Dinner's been cleaned up. There's nobody here.
That's
I'm
super weird.
I'm gonna open the door to the showers. Well, what I think might be the showers because I didn't go in there last time.
You're not in the cabin. You're
Oh.
in the main. You're in the main building.
Yeah, we're.
Fucking idiot.
I'm gonna probably open
Sorry.
this door right here
Okay. It's
because
not
we
locked.
know he's not. Okay.
Yeah, the door is not locked, like every other door around here. You open it up and you peek in and you see the contraband boxes.
Oh shit.
I close the door
Okay.
and I leave the contraband box there.
Okay. Everybody make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Alright, everybody. You hear a faint, almost, distant droning sound, like voices meshed together, like that stupid monk, like, easy listening crap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
guttural singing.
Yes, guttural singing.
Yeah,
Chanting,
throat singing.
yeah.
That's good.
Very, very quiet, guttural singing,
remember where
drifting up towards you.
Is there any trapdoors underneath any carpets?
Make an investigation.
I'm gonna move over, try and like move through the room as quiet as I can, trying to see if I can hear it louder in a certain area versus
Make
where
a
I'm
stealth.
at.
Make a stealth.
Fuck. I hit a
Creaking
creaky
forwards.
board.
Investigation, Chad. 14. You look around and you peel back some corners of the rugs that are in place, and near one of the couches, near one of the sofas, you peel back the corner of a rug and you can see. You don't peel back the entire thing, but you peel back a corner and you can see the outline of like a doorway and a iron ring for like a you can lift up on.
Right, I'm gonna wave everyone over.
All right.
I assume we all come over.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are all seeing this seam in the floor with the steel ring, like it's inlaid in the wood, so it lays flat. That you can lift up on and presumably lift a cellar door.
Who wants to go down first? Oh, Brian, you volunteered.
All right, I will try and open the door or lift up the trapdoor.
Make your strength check.
Strength.
Oddly enough, the sickly kid just pulls
Wow.
back the rug, lifts open the trapdoor. The trapdoor is about 3 feet wide and about 4 foot long. And what is revealed is there's a staircase leading down. There's a landing, and presumably the staircase turns and goes the other way. And you can see faint light filtering up that staircase. It doesn't look like modern 1980s electrical light bulbs light. It's goddamn camera, stop that. It looks like it could be candlelight or like even older filament light bulb light.
All right, I will try to very quietly go down the stairs, and then
Make a
motion
stealth
to
check.
the rest to follow.
Yeah, make a stealth for me.
Fuck.
Wow! While following, I kicked him down the stairs loudly.
Oh man. God. Gotta love these high school students. Oh shit. Jim's the stealthiest one, surprisingly. Brian goes down first. Brian is not aware of the particulars of this staircase. And the third step, his foot goes crashing through it. He hits a rotted board, and his foot crashes through it. Chad behind him trips over him and rolls down the rest of the way to that landing. And as he hits the landing, face first, he's glancing into the cellar, and he can see Reverend Vincent.
Oh god.
Standing over Thomas. And a few other individuals. Mr. Anderson is there. The lunch lady is there. And these are the individuals producing this guttural singing. Thomas is laying on a table. Make a perception check for me real quick, chat, since you're the one seeing this.
By any chance, is this a perception check to see it for all Mongolians? Because that's where Mongolian throat singing is. Oh shit,
it's not necessarily throat singing, but it's very similar to that. It's that low, droning chanting. 20. Dude, Thomas is fucking out of it. Like, he has, you have seen, like, your teammates, like, being put out with ketamine because of injuries. He's fucking out of it. He's got glassy eyes. Reverend Vincent is standing over him, head of the table, holding that knife that you didn't want to steal. And looks like he's probably ready to thrust it into Thomas's chest. And with a natural 20, there's a pin of light at the foot of the table where nobody is standing. Just midair. Just this little pin of light. What do you do?
I am stuck with two things. One, actually three. One, he's somehow brave and tries to stop the man with a knife. Two, he fucking belts it away. Three.
Well, you're face down on the landing. You're not even in the cellar yet.
Oh.
And as Chad, as you have this internal thought process, you're face down, like on the landing, looking out at this scene that you can see, and this process goes through your head. Reverend Vincent hears you tumble down the stairs and turns towards you, and this giant shit-eating grin on his face. You're too late. And thrusts the blade down into Thomas's chest. Withdraws it, and there is a blood splatter out across his body, towards that little bead pinpoint of light that expands slowly, and something comes out of it.
I'm running up the stairs.
So you get up and you run up the stairs?
It was literally just him saying, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, all the way up, I was screaming, going,
ah! So the rest of you, Brian, who is currently still stuck with his foot, his leg, through one of these stair rungs, Jim, who's right behind him and just saw this happen, like, oh, well, and Jane, who is behind Jim. Chad gets up as, like, Scooby-Doo fast and bolts it up the stairs, and all you can hear is, fuck it, 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 fuck it. What would you guys like to do?
Free my foot.
What was it? I'm sorry, Chris, one more time?
I definitely want to try and free my foot and at least stand up.
All right, make a strength check for me. You grab what you think is railing and try to pull yourself up, and
that breaks too.
The brittle wood just snaps in your hand, unable to maintain your body weight.
I go to help him.
Okay, make a strength check. We'll give you advantage because at that point you're helping him, so it's a natural 20. So you grab Brian by like the straps of his backpack and his shirt and like pick him up and drag him up out of the cellar door. Make a perception check.
And then I'm gonna go back. Okay, I was like,
oh, no, Go ahead. You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna go back down.
Okay.
After I bring him back up.
And
I'm gonna try and get down there, moving past his punctured hole.
Yeah. You drag him up and immediately begin your way down the steps. Now make a perception check. You're about halfway down. Okay. At the landing, 12, you see the shadow of something thin, long, and cylindrical as it begins snaking its way, presumably through the air, towards the landing.
I'm gonna put a stink bomb into the wrist rocket and fire it where I think this thing is.
Okay. Let me see what the wrist rocket does.
Okay.
Cause I do have equipment in this book somewhere. I don't care about hammers. Really, there's no slingshot? Why is there no slingshot? Oh, that's melee weapons. That's why there's no melee. They don't have a slingshot. What the fuck? We'll just say it's a 1d4 if it's damage-wise for a rock, but you're just doing a stink bomb.
Yeah.
Are you aiming or are you just sending it?
I'm aiming.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 plus your dex if you have any, and your proficiency.
Yep, so I'll just do. Okay, so
it'd be 1d20 plus 2.
We all have just like base 10, don't we, for our stuff?
Oh, that's 2d20. Sorry. I was looking at that new thing. Well, like, if you hover over the dice, it gives you, like, a little chart. And I thought it was a d20 plus 2. I didn't realize it was two d20s.
Hey, there you go. 30-20.
All right. Well, if you do the 2, it shouldn't add it for whatever reason, but whatevs. So 20?
Yeah.
You're aiming. What are you aiming at?
You said I saw like a shadow, so
You see a shadow,
I'm kind of like aiming. I'm aiming kind of like, okay, that's where the light's casting it. There, kind of trying to like time it for like when it might come around the corner to be like to get smacked with it.
So you wait a moment, and you can see what appears to be the tip of a tentacle of some sort come around the stair, and you fire this stink bomb at it. Doesn't do any damage. It hits it. Just smells bad now.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna book it back upstairs and slam the door shut.
Okay.
And start to move a couch over top of the door.
Yeah, I was going to be doing the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it will also help reinforce stuff.
Okay. So you slam the door down, put the rug back, move a couch over it, make a strength check for the couch for me.
Right, so it should have advantage.
Yeah, we're all doing it.
Yeah. Somebody make a strength check with advantage.
My bag is full again.
Yeah.
A mighty 8.
Oh boy.
And he's the one with the addition too.
No, the
No,
athlete
no.
has
Oh,
an
no.
addition to.
Doesn't-
No, the athlete
no.
has an addition to Constitution.
Yep. I know.
Must be the
A tough guy
kid
is
that
strength.
had the strength.
Yep. So you guys,
Gotcha.
Scooby-Doo your way through trying to move this couch, and 2 of you are trying to move it one way, and 2 of you are trying to move it the other way, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh crap.
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying to pull this thing.
Alright.
So.
Couple more moments go by, and you hear
Fuck!
Oh, no.
thunk, thunk on the bottom of that trap door. Something is trying to push its way through.
I'm gonna ask Jane if she has any hairspray.
What? No. Why would I carry hairspray with me?
So I can make a flamethrower.
No, I don't have any hairspray.
A 10. You move the couch, but not far enough to cover that trap door.
Did better than they did.
I'm gonna run actually to get to open the contraband box and
Okay.
look for liquor.
Okay. Alright, you run to the office that you know has the contraband boxes. And at first
Yeah.
glance, you just saw the boxes that Mr. Anderson probably put in there. As you fling the door open, there's a lot more shit in this office.
What do I see?
There are several, like the milk crates, the plastic with the see-through. There are several of those on shelves, and you can see like baseball bats in some of them. There is a hatchet of all things. You can see like one specifically labeled knives.
Oh shit.
This is like the contraband room for all of contraband. Okay.
Yep.
I will grab the hatchet, and a bat, and basically I'm gonna like throw the bat out into the main hallway through the door that I just came
Okay.
through.
Alright.
And like I'll throw another one out there, and then I'll try and grab the alcohol out of the box.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one
Alright.
of those bats if I can.
Alright, so a bat is a two-handed weapon, and it does 1d8 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And you grabbed what else? You grabbed a bat, and what else?
I grabbed 2 bats that I threw out the door.
Mhm.
I grabbed the hatchet for myself,
Okay.
and then I'm going for the alcohol, and I'm looking
Alright.
for cloth as well.
The hatchet is considered a light weapon, and it can be thrown, and it does 1d6 slashing.
Okay.
And you grab some alcohol. All right.
Yeah, the liquor bottles specifically, and I'm looking for like strips of cloth. If I can't find any, I'm going to use the hatchet to tear at my shirt
Get to tearing.
to cut some off. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting off strips off my shirt,
Okay. Jamming them
and
in the
I'm
liquor
opening the
bottles.
bottles to. Yeah.
All right. There was that 1/5 of rum that you didn't successfully get and drink, and there's a couple other bottles they're a little dusty.
A little dusty.
Yeah, they've been there for a while.
Like moonshine?
Okay.
No, this just confiscated from kids that came to camp previously, and
Okay.
apparently none of the adults wanted it
Wow.
Okay.
because kids. Have cheap
And I'll
liquor.
come out and be like, there's 2 bats right there. I think there might be some knives back in there if you want to get some.
Grabbing
I'm
a
gonna
bat.
keep working on this couch.
Grabbing that.
All right, and I rush back to try and keep pushing that couch over the trapdoor as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna help
by
her with
the-
this one.
By this time, since it took you a while to go through there and get all that crap out,
Yeah,
there is there's about a foot of octopus-like tentacle sticking out of that trapdoor, just flailing around looking for anything it can.
Come again?
I'm gonna cut it off.
Alright, if he's cutting that thing, I'm going to be trying to move the sofa.
Yeah, and I'll help Chad
Alright, yeah.
try and move it again.
So go ahead and make an attack roll. It's a light weapon, so it uses your dex if you have any.
Nope.
Well, I would say you're
So-
probably not proficient with it, so it's going to be a straight d20. 14. Okay. Roll a d6. Alright. You take the hatchet and you're like, oh shit! And you come down, and this thing's flailing around, looking for anything it can, and you catch it. You catch like the tip of it, and you cut the tip of the tentacle off, which continues to flail around on the ground. There is now sickly green ooze coming out of it that is presumably its blood. And the tip that you cut and is now flailing around on the ground. You watch as the rest of the group try to move this couch. The wound closes and it begins to expand and grow.
Oh, dear God. I'm guessing you're wanting a strength check now.
Yes, please.
Wha-bam.
A 12. Group
Yay.
effort. You get the couch and you get about half of it covering this trap door. Now, because of construction of couches, there's about a 4-inch gap between the floor and where the run line is. So you can still hear this thing go, and you can watch the couch kind of like jump a little bit up and down.
Brian,
What?
go get a knife or something, or give me your inhaler.
We need something flammable. Get petrol.
But I need that inhaler to live. So instead, I reach in my bag and pull out the canister of bug spray and throw that to Jim.
That'll do. Do we still see a tentacle flailing about?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do the flamethrower thing.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I'm not throwing it.
I know, but
It's-
make a
it's a
dexterity
spray.
saving throw.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
burnt
okay.
myself doing that.
That's why he's making a dexterity saving throw.
I also burnt my mate. He wasn't too happy about that.
An 11. Okay. You've done this a few times. You can make sure your finger is far enough back on the nozzle. This is the 1980s. They're teeny tiny nozzles. Hold the flame low enough where it's not gonna get, you're not gonna get hit with anything, and you're gonna spray the tentacle and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, you direct this makeshift flamethrower at this tentacle. Hits it. You hear a from the basement, a very loud, screeching, agonizing noise. As you burn the tentacle. Didn't make any noise when you cut it off. That was weird. When you burn it, it made this loud screeching noise. As the skin on it begins to blister and singe and produce a acrid smell of burning flesh, the rug also catches fire.
Not actually bad.
I'll hand one of the bottles that doesn't have a strip in it to Chad, and then one to Jane as well. And I'll say, cut off some strips from your clothes, or find some fabric and help make some Molotovs.
I cut off some strips from his clothing.
I'll just use
From my clothing?
Yeah,
head wrap for like sleep
leather
up
jacket, man.
and rip that up.
You're using what, Alicia?
like a sleep thing. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright. And,
Wait, I have a spare tank top. I'm fine.
Chad is using strips of Jim's clothing.
All right, guys.
Now all I need is some volleyball.
We should get out of here. I don't think we should stick around. I don't know. Burn the building down, maybe.
Should we chance opening the door and throw a lit Molotov in and slamming it and running out?
Ooh, good idea.
No, such a pain trying to get that couch on top of that.
We are not moving that couch again.
Wait,
Yeah, that couch
is
is a
there-
bitch.
is this something we could use to block the doors from the outside? Like, in the scenario that evil cultist, not werewolf priest, and his friends get out, is there a way we could stop them from immediately using the doors?
Well, if the building's burning down.
Are you talking about the trapdoor?
Not the trapdoor, like the doors to the outside. Is there a way we could block them off so that, you know, if they do get out of the trapdoor, they are stuck in there for as long as possible?
Do any of you have-
Well,
Do
the
you
door
think
on
it
the
has?
outside.
You got a little time. You got it. It's trying to get out with the couch over top it. Go ahead and make an investigation check real quick.
Can I run out to check the bus and see if it has any spare gasoline?
It's diesel, but yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
diesel.
diesel burns longer too.
A 6 for investigation. You look around and you don't really see anything that you could use to keep the door shut.
Then, how many bottles of
Are there-
hard liquor is there?
That
There's
you currently have, there's 3
four?
that you
Three.
have. Oh, is it? Yeah, 3.
Just like if I go
You have
into
a
the other
Molotov.
room,
Oh, if you go into the other room,
yeah, like how many do I find?
make another investigation check.
Also, are there any snow chains on the bus?
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck!
I will be right back.
I will be rolling low. Don't worry.
You don't really find any more alcohol.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, if there's any spare carpets, I'm just gonna throw them onto the sofa, so that when we decide to ultimately burn these evil stewers, there's more fuel.
Okay. So you grab all the spare carpets. You have to move a few things out of the way, and hoist them all onto the carpet. Okay. Jim said you were going outside to check for extra fuel. Yes?
Fuel and snow chains.
There are no snow chains on the bus at this point. It's still too early in the season. But there is some extra fuel. You have to siphon it out of a tank.
I can't bring the tank with me. Like, how big of a tank are we talking about? Is it just
It's
a tank attached to the
side
bus?
of
The
the
fuel tank
The fuel tank
under the bus.
inside the bus. They don't have
okay.
extra. They don't have an extra like gas tank like to fill that with. They're just
Yeah.
very large fuel tanks.
Can I find something to essentially carry this fuel in?
Make an investigation.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of like a red canister or something. Investigation. I think this is the investigation. Yeah.
Okay. You're looking around the bus. For some kind of canister or something to carry the fuel in with. Keys are in the ignition.
It would make a good
I'd start
barricade.
the bus.
Okay. You start the bus?
And I start to attempt to back it or drive it around to the front doors, if possible.
Just crash it right into the building.
Make a dexterity check.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, give us some warning if you're gonna drive the bus into the building.
Too late.
Fuck.
5. A 5. You start the bus. It's not that hard. You push the clutch in and whatnot.
Yeah.
And as you go to put it in reverse, you just you guys hear the fucking gears grinding from inside the building.
He doesn't know how to use a clutch, does he?
Of course he doesn't.
I like that we all take this moment to be
No,
sarcastic.
in the 1980s, I would say everybody probably was pretty good with learning manual, but a school bus is a little different than a standard manual.
It's a little tougher.
Yeah,
It's a
But
well,
it's funnier if he's a bad driver.
that too.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying to drive this thing, and then, if I have to, drive it into the building and use it as an explosive device.
Oh! I'm gonna quickly run off to the male's cabin
Okay.
and shout in a frantic manner, "Holy shit! They killed, was it Tim? Tom?
Thomas.
They killed Thomas! They killed Thomas!
Okay. You run back towards the counselor's cabin or just the student's cabin?
The young delinquent.
The
What?
student one, I believe. 'cause
The
he's in-
students.
Okay.
I think thingy. The PC went weird.
Alright. You run back towards, you said the student's cabin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically getting them to wake up and so that we might have some extra helping hands. Question
Okay.
mark.
You run back to the cabin and burst through the doors, the student cabin, and start screaming top of your lungs that they killed Thomas. No response.
I go to shake someone.
All asleep.
You go to shake somebody, and the body is limp in your hands. There is shallow breathing. They are glassy-eyed. It appears as though they've been drugged.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, VC internet or something went weird.
Oh.
I heard the body's limp.
Yep, limp, breathing, and glassy-eyed.
Oh. I suppose I'm gonna have to get Brian to see if he's got any thing to get people awake. Walking medicine cabinet. But that's what I'm doing for now.
So you are running back towards the office building. Jim, make another dexterity check. The cat is yelling at me like, it's almost time to feed us! Fuck, it is almost 6 o'clock.
Buses are hard, man.
Buses are hard.
Buses are hard.
You get it
I wasn't
neutral.
really paying what. I get it in a neutral. Is the ground sloped forward or?
It is sloped back. So you start to roll backwards.
Oh no. I try and shift it back into park.
Make another dexterity check.
Fuck! I yell out one of the windows. Someone come help me!
Jane will run after it, bat in hand.
Oh, we lost Otis. Hold on a second. Cameras are all fucked up. Cameras are all the fucked up. Let's see if he's still online. There he is. Welcome back.
Hello. Internet's
Hello.
being stupid.
Yeah, it happens.
So.
So Jane runs out after the bus that's slowly rolling back. Yes, I hear you. Come here. Uh-huh. Really? No. She did what?
Kitty.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah. Little kitty meows in the background. Meow. I would like my food now, please. Meow.
You poor thing. You're so hungry. Oh, you poor thing. Alright, so Jane is running after the bus.
Yes.
Eventually, it doesn't take long to catch. It's not rolling super fast. It's not a huge slope.
Okay. All right. So she'll get get to it, try and sort of like hit it against the door, like open the door.
I'm
Or is the
assuming
door
he
still
left the door open.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
it. She'll kind of
yeah.
carefully maneuver her way into it.
To school
All
bus, it's
right.
not hard.
Try and help him steer so you can get
Alright,
advantage.
make a dexterity check.
Him again or me with
No,
advantage?
you. You with
Like-
advantage.
Okay. And it's Dex, right?
Yep.
Okay. Boom.
Yeah.
So Jane comes in, is like, okay, press the clutch, and the thing, and then she like puts it in first. Now slowly let go of the clutch and just tap the gas. Just slowly push the gas in.
Okay. All right. I've been thinking. We throw the Molotovs in there, start the fire, and use the bus to get the fuck out of here.
Fine, sure, whatever the hell gets us out of here alive.
All right. I will try and maneuver it so the bus is facing to leave. We don't have to like reverse or anything.
Okay.
I'll hand you my Molotov, and you go get the others and try and get the other kids, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, alright, let's do it. Brush yourself to do that.
Okay. Is anybody gonna tell the plan to Brian
Yes, Jane will go do that.
and Chad?
If I can find you. I don't know where the hell Chad went.
Chad is running back towards the building. So.
Oh, okay, alright, so yeah, catch Chad on the way, explain plan.
All right.
Lewis, are you there?
I think we lost him again. I bet that's gonna drop real soon.
Yeah,
Yep. There's the
Yeah.
recovering lost connection message.
Do we want to wait and see if he reconnects?
No, it's almost 6 o'clock, so
alright, let's finish
Okay.
this off.
let's finish
Set
this up.
everything on fire and book it!
So we're gonna book it. All right. So you're gonna use the school bus to escape.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you go back in, light your Molotovs, chunk them into the room. Where are you guys trying to throw them? Like specifically near the trap door, or just anywhere?
Kind of aiming for where that tentacle thing was coming out.
Yeah, more of the tentacle is now out.
Yeah, aim for that. That's horrifying.
Okay. All right. So you guys are aiming for the tentacle. Everybody just roll a straight d20.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he dropped from roll 22, so.
Yeah, his like whole
Jim?
internet kicked out.
Yeah, Jim, just roll a d20.
Okay, I mean I'm not there, but
Oh, that's right, you're not. You're in the bus. Roll it
Yeah, so-
for his character.
Okay, and then yeah, so it'd be shit.
All right.
There you go.
Alright. So, Brian
Yeah.
gets his Molotov cocktail pretty close, like from the main door to the trap door. He gets it, and the liquor splatters and catches fire. Chad, spot on, throwing a football all day. Jane, I don't know what the fuck Jane was thinking.
Jane was thinking she wants to get the fuck out of here.
So Jane was like, screw it!
Pretty much, that's what I meant. She's like, screw this! We're going!
Yep. Throws it. It shatters on the ground like 3 feet from you guys, spreading some fire near that front door. And you guys are booking it to the school bus?
Yep.
Okay. You guys make your way to the school bus. Climb into it, leaving the rest of your classmates here.
Survival of the fittest, man. They were all asleep. We don't have time.
We're gonna go get help.
Exactly.
Hello.
Welcome back.
We're gonna go get help.
And goodbye.
Oh,
again.
Jesus Christ, he goes back and fucking leaves! Oh! Why? Why? Hey.
Hello. Please tell me this is working.
Yes.
Yeah?
We can hear you.
Fine. Fuck.
Okay, alright, so Lewis, what happened is we decided to throw the Molotovs, light the building. You got a nat 20 on your roll.
Of course I did.
And we're all gonna book it on the bus and go get help because we can't get the kids up.
Can we take one of them with us?
If you want to try and hoist one and grab one and bring it with.
Yeah, grab the smallest person I can carry. Maybe two if someone's willing to help, and literally just be like, drive to a police station and say, some people did this, we need help, go there. Someone set something on fire.
Alright.
And I'm in.
We will hand wave that because it's late and I wanna eat something. Starting to get the hunger headache again. So yeah, you guys
Not food.
you guys blunder your way driving the school bus. It's not the easiest thing. Back into the closest town, which Brian knows the name of. I can't remember it. Elkhorn?
Elkhorn.
Yep. Back into Elkhorn. And stop at the sheriff's department and report the weird fuckery going on out at Turtle Lake Camp. The sheriff's deputy on duty at the desk is a middle-aged man who has longish, not Matthew Mercer long, but like just shy of shoulder length, longer hair, kind of slicked back. He's got pretty thick sideburns, almost scruffy mutton chops. Sleeves are rolled up, and you can see he's got some got a little more hair on his arms than your average Joe.
Oh no.
And in a grizzled voice, asks you, what are you doing, and did you steal that school bus?
Who's the best at talking?
And who's what?
I am.
You should talk then.
No. We're students. What is our high school name?
Make something up.
We're students from Greendale High, and we went up to Turtle Lake for a high school trip, and we woke up in the middle of the night, and the building was on fire. We couldn't wake up any of our classmates. We took the bus to try and get help. We're stuck all the way out there at Turtle Lake. There's no phones.
there certainly is a phone out at Turtle Lake.
It doesn't.
We didn't know that.
It wouldn't work. The damn building was on fire that had the phone in it.
All right. He kind of looks at you a little skeptically and says, "Okay, why don't you four come on back with me? And we'll go take a look."
And we've got that comatose man.
Yeah,
child
yeah. There's
thing.
a passed out kid that has clearly been drugged. He's like, well, we'll put him in a cell and he'll be safe in there. It's a small town, guys.
Do we have to go back with you?
Do you want to sit in a jail cell?
No.
Could it be unlocked?
No.
I'm already in the police car, like, waiting for him to go. Like, hurry!
All right, fine, let's go.
Alright, so you guys, he opens the back door and you guys all pile in the back seat. Remember, this is a Crown Vic. This is an old-ass Crown Vic, so 4 high school students can probably fit in the back.
Yeah, they're pretty roomy back there.
And he climbs in the driver's seat and adjusts his rearview mirror. Everybody make a perception check for me.
Oh, fuck. Should have incited this motherfucker.
Wait, you said he was a bit hairier than most. Is he the werewolf now?
Oh! Yes. Shit.
Oh man, waiting for nope. Chad doesn't notice shit.
Fuck.
Jim does though. Jim, he adjusts his rearview mirror and you can see a faint yellow glow to the pupils of his eyes, and as you look down, there's like a plate along the because this isn't the plexiglass, this is the cage along the steel that says Officer Wolf.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck.
He's the werewolf.
No.
Oh, shit.
WOLFE for wolf.
Maybe.
Question, do you still have that bug spray?
No.
Nah, you ain't got shit. He confiscated that shit.
Bollocks.
Yeah, I think we're stuck in a car with a werewolf.
Do we make it back to the Turtle Lake, or are we
You
dead?
do make it back to Turtle Lake. And the main building is pretty fucked. It is engulfed. It took you about 20 minutes to get into town, and 20 minutes to get out. So it's a blaze. The officer gets on his radio and calls out for fire support and EMS because you said there were other drugged students here. Yeah. Just kind of sits back and waits.
Are we still in the car?
You're still in the car.
Can we get out?
Mr.
Nope.
Officer
Fuckers
Wolf?
are locked. Yeah.
I'm shouting to the policeman to let us out.
That's an interesting eye color you have there.
Well, now we are gonna die.
He looks back at you. They're just hazel. Everybody sees hazel eyes.
Oh, I must have been mistaken.
Jim, are you trying to get us stay in jail?
When did Jane become Southern?
Don't know.
I'm just gonna point out, being arrested and being a suspect for arson is not good for my future career.
Well, they don't know we did it.
Well, yeah.
If we're the only ones conscious left in this camp.
Maybe it wasn't the best idea to set fire to everything, but whatever. I probably would have gone along with it. No, I would have gone along with it.
That's,
Can we get out?
No, the doors are locked.
Oh no, I'm asking him if we can get
Oh, no.
out.
glances at me. No.
Why not? I'll give you a Letterman jacket.
Would you both shut up?
Anyway, that's where I'm gonna call it there. And
Okay.
for everybody, all the students survived because I was hoping somebody would think to look for a phone and call 911.
Oh no, I didn't even think about that.
Nope.
And Officer Wolf shows up, wolfs out, and ends up siding with you guys to fight the Cthulhu.
Oh!
Oh, that would've been
He's a
cool.
good guy.
Yeah. Oh, now my immediate thing was, let's fight this thing. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, it regenerates. No, let's get the fuck out.
Yep, it was a Cthulhu-esque cult run by the Reverend, and y'all figured that shit out. Well, you figured out that he was up to some shady shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry it took so long. It was very much high school
be honest,
shenanigans for
it
so
was.
long of it.
It was.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's okay. Alright. So that wasn't bad. I think last year's was a little bit scarier.
Yes.
With the serial killer? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also had less time to just jerk about with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this one was
Night
very much
Falls,
dependent upon us.
shit
finding-
shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was more
well,
dependent on
telephone's
high
typical.
school. This is more dependent on you guys RPing high school students trying to figure shit out, which y'all did really well.
Mostly.
Oh
Mostly.
no,
I
you were the
did
best
that.
jock ever.
Yeah.
Your roles helped that so much.
Oh, totally.
So much.
I mean, when rolls are just bad for you and it's just RP breaking, it's bad. It's like if someone should know about this magic thing, but somehow your wizard fails, that's bad. But when it's like a jock and he can't think of anything,
Yep. I
Trouble
wasn't gonna do what was in the book because Alicia would have noped the fuck out as soon as the zombies showed up.
Correct.
Dude, I keep forgetting you really hate zombies.
Not my bag.
What a... Fair
Apparently
enough.
she had a bad experience with a zombie. I mean, maybe one dumped
might-
her. I don't know.
She must have played COD Zombies too much and just got spooked.
That would involve playing a game with zombies. So, no.
Alright, guys. So, that's what we're gonna call the session. There wasn't as spooky as I thought it was going to be. Or as spooky as it could have been, because
We kind of made it more hysterical.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo-ish. Just waiting for that
Yeah.
reveal. I could have done it if it hadn't been for those lousy kids in that jock!
can't believe it didn't
yeah.
work out the dagger was evil. Nope, it's just a nice knife.
So just so everybody's aware who's watching still, I do run RPGs on my channel for charity. I am extending Toys for Tots through the end of the year, because October was a really shitty month for D&D sessions on this channel. Between me missing sessions and players missing sessions, nothing happened for like almost a month.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's okay. But let's go around and tell us who you are and where we can find you on the internet, Alicia.
Hey, I am NNG9 on Twitch, where if I can get my internet working properly again, I live stream video games. I have Red Dead 2. That might be streamed. Side note, reading is for chumps. Don't do it. It's not necessary for a Western. I also have a Twitter, NNG98, where I occasionally do tweet things. I'm in other games. I tweet about it. Follow me on there to find out. And yeah, there you go. That's me.
Chris.
I am Calpeeler on Instagram and Twitter, where you can see pictures of woodworking and food for the most part.
Jeff.
You can find me on Twitter at monkeyface2014. Just tweeting about random shit. I'm not really on the internet that much.
And Otis.
Hey, I'm Otis. Or Travis, or whoever the fuck I am these days. If you can find me on the internet, good job.
And there's that. So I'll be back tomorrow night, playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So there's that. And then Tuesday, I'll be doing the drawing for the giveaway because I don't stream on Wednesday nights. I usually just kind of dick around on Wednesday nights watching TV because that's my time.
Is there still only just one entrance for the giveaway?
No, there was 2 last I checked. Yeah, NNG was totally gonna win it with 1 fucking ticket.
Oh, well, I enter it now.
Just can't get enough of my wood.
It is true. It is true. I cannot get enough of your wood, which I can't find right now.
Y'all. Seriously. Let's see how many entrances there are, just for shiggles. Go away, pop up. Giveaway. There is 2 entrants still, with 6 tickets. So, the other person's probably going to win, they have a better chance.
Wood.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah. We'll see you guys later. We'll be back next Sunday with our normal D&D game, Ezra the Power Within, where Otis will be joining us as a guest. What his character is, we will not reveal yet, because...
Hopefully he can get his webcam working by then.
The bad guy, we had to kill him, I knew it!
I'm Old Man Jenkins. I'm I'm a cleaner, which no one realizes is there. And he's gonna save the day. He's gonna be like, "No, fiend."
That's right, he is the most powerful one in that keep.
You laugh, but that's based off a character from a Discworld thing. Literally true.
Alright. So we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
Bye,
Enjoy your Halloween.
everybody.
And the rest of your evening. Bye!